Hi, I'm Michael, and you're currently watching Off Topic. If you'd like to watch it live, Fridays at 12 p.m. Central, just click on this link to be a Rooster Teeth sponsor. The first month is completely free, and it gives you access to stuff like this podcast live, our brand new show, Theater Mode. There's a new episode out right now. Go watch it. And documentaries and other stuff.
I had to spill.
Yes, you did.
Black screen.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Did you see it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Did you see the
black
Day
screen.
5 trailer? They said we were going to see it, and then we just got a black screen. I was
Yeah,
gonna watch
Audience
it.
sees more than we do.
I know, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I watched it at home
When?
a couple days ago.
Yeah, I've
I've
seen it
also
at
already
home.
seen it.
I mean, yeah, but I want to see it now.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
point.
Really have the experience.
Hype it up and everything.
Dude, what episode is this? 24?
I don't know. Yeah.
None of you were on
cares?
last week. None of us were.
None of us were.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is the
Yo.
Off Topic Podcast. I think it's episode 24. This week, we're sponsored by Weebly and Movement Watches.
Isn't that the dude that was married to that chick?
No, I just tell you right now, no, it wasn't.
What's her name?
It wasn't. Whatever you're going to say, it wasn't him.
No.
It's not them.
Hey, you! I don't like your boyfriend.
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne. Derek Weebly, right?
Oh, the guy from Sum 41?
Yeah.
Is that his last name?
Yeah.
Weebly? Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think he made the website.
I don't think he's sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just
You
never know.
This week, back as your host. I'm just gonna keep looking that way. I had a week off, right? It takes time to adjust. I am your host, Michael. Joining us, we have Jeff.
I bet it'd be fun.
That's Jeremy. But
I bet it'd be fun
then
to have
Gavin.
sex with Avril Lavigne.
What?
probably,
How old is she now?
She'd be like 30s.
probably
Oh, wow.
early 30s.
Seems like she'd be kind of a jerk.
Well, she deserves
That was
to
kind of the whole point of her song, though, is that she wasn't the jerk.
Well, people
Right.
that like to sing about how they're not the jerk,
Usually
sometimes
the
are
jerk.
the jerk. Yeah.
Really.
You ever
It's
listen to
offensive.
You ever listen to any of this Dickhead's lyrics?
It's a decade.
Dickhead's lyrics.
Like what? I just love decks.
Yeah.
It's like a skate deck.
They call him a
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's how
Like
you're
a-
combining.
He'll
the
come over on the
Avril
weekend. He'll
Lavigne-
build a whole new deck for you. Doesn't
Skater
care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Should we get tiny planks and just line them
Yeah.
up?
So that's my deckhead. Is this new? What did they switch the thing out for? What beer is this? Do you know?
They told me 2 weeks ago, but that was such a
it
long
was
time ago. I think it was
Fireman's, maybe?
Fireman's. I think it was Fireman's. Jeff, exciting news. Let's mention this at the top of the hour. That's what it means, right? When you're like right after the hour. That's
If you're
top
gonna
of
talk
the
about
hour.
Avril Lavigne and Derek Weebly getting divorced, that happened years
No,
and years
no,
and
no,
years.
no.
Now she's married to that dude from that other shitty Canadian
This
band.
is way
She
more topical news.
Okay.
Because it's Friday, new theater mode.
Oh,
Oh shit.
So
yeah. We'll get back to Avril Lavigne.
right. Put her on the back burner for
Yeah.
now, and talk about like how she's fake and she's not real. Like not she's fake, but like she's a fake Avril Lavigne. She's been replaced.
All right, she
As
did
he's
get replaced because she
mentioned that
died. She
before.
committed suicide, right?
Right. Naturally, everybody knows that. But we'll get onto that
I've
later.
actually heard that.
Okay.
So theater mode it was gonna be monthly, right?
So
Take it,
theater,
tell the
theater,
ahead,
theater
Jeff.
mode.
All right. Cool.
Take it in.
E
Process it all.
Town came to me and said,
Okay.
"Make this show." That's Ezra.
Yeah, no,
and,
I got
I was like, "Yeah." So we made theater mode, and he said, "Make 5 episodes." So we made 5 episodes, and I said, "Well, I'll put them out once a month. It'll be like the movie of the month." And the first episode came out, and like 4 or 5 people really liked it.
Yeah.
And so they were like, "Do it again forever, all the time."
Right.
So now we're gonna do that. We've got the first 5 that we filmed.
Right.
So they're gonna come out every week for 8 weeks. That'll be a season. Then we'll take 4 weeks off, collect ourselves, maybe take a nap, and then put out another season of 8 weeks. Then we'll take 4 weeks off. Then we'll do a third season of 8 weeks, take 4 weeks off. We'll do another 8 episodes in 8
Right.
weeks.
Then what do we
4
do
weeks
after
off.
that? Oh, okay.
We're gonna go like that until I die.
Okay. Sure.
So
Sure.
I
I
am in the
wondering where that
process.
was gonna end.
I'm in the process of licensing the next 30 films.
But the upside of that is before you die, new theater modes.
Yeah, today.
Including today.
Like today, there's episode 2 of theater mode. I think there's a trailer and stuff.
There's a
coming out.
trailer that we're going to show right now.
This might not be a trailer, it might be a clip.
And there's a clip we're going to show right now.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
nice out today, isn't
I'm
it?
just thinking of ponies.
We just got settled
happy
in. I think I'm gonna go
things.
find my sister,
Hey,
though.
I found my long lost aunt. She has this house.
Is she super creepy like everyone else in this town that you went to vacation
Oh
for?
yeah. You want to go over there and squirt some?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
Right now.
So I wasn't in that episode.
If you're a fan of
What
squirting
happened?
and squirting subculture, you're gonna love episode 2 because it is a recurring theme for an hour and a half.
Huh.
There is
Wow.
we get a lot of squirt talk.
So from that clip, it appears it's gonna be you, Ryan, and Jack.
It's Ryan, Jack, and I. Yeah.
All right.
So far, I've appeared in all 4 of the 5. I wasn't
Nice.
in
You
episode
missed
4.
the dick.
Don't
I
spoil
was
it.
in the dick episode.
I mean, we mentioned that.
I was
before.
looking forward to it. And I
Yeah.
totally missed
No, they don't know where it is.
it. Yeah. So I've been trying to pick the 30 movies, which is really hard to whittle down like
Yeah.
a couple hundred
You know,
down
we
to
helped
30.
a little.
Everybody helped. We put
This
a
much.
Yeah.
list.
Gavin didn't help at all.
We got it.
He has not helped one single
Yeah.
ounce for anything. in
You
Theater
know,
Mode.
I forgot the door code to Achievement Hunter this morning.
wow.
Fucking Christ, man.
Jesus.
Just like, can we take his keys?
I
Not only
remember
that,
it. I
it's
remembered
even
it
better.
eventually.
It's even better. I didn't know that he forgot the door code, but right before we did the podcast, he said he's like, I gotta take a dump, and then he farted on you first. So it was like a poop fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
then
smell, though.
I was carrying. Well, it's Gavin. I was carrying some stuff over to put on the set, and I went out the door right next to our office, and he came out the door like down at the end near the main door. And I watched him walk out, and I start walking up the bathroom steps, and I started laughing to myself, and I'm like, he doesn't know the code's changed. And I watched him go up and like hit the buttons and just go like this and come back down the steps, and he sees me across the lot and goes like that, and I go, yeah, I don't know the code. And he's like,
couldn't-
damn it! And he just goes back in the building.
It's probably changed twice since he last.
Oh, it has.
I was
think
going
it
to say,
has,
I
actually.
couldn't remember the previous code.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
I was
anyway.
looking at my phone for that, and I was like, oh, I think it actually changed again since this.
I did that.
Why not
recently.
just use the key card on it?
That would make
I
sense.
don't know.
Christ,
But
somebody
no,
else
we can't
using
do
it.
that.
But yeah, though, like getting back to theater mode, of
course.
the hardest thing in the world is to pick these movies. Like it has to be a movie that's bad but doesn't know it's bad. There's all kinds of criteria, and you can't tell from the trailer. So like we whittled them down from trailers, and then you were doing something, and you don't exist.
We're doing that MDB.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so Jack and Ryan came over to my house, and we spent.
You got Ryan over too?
I did.
Wow.
The 3 of us spent like 5 hours watching like the first 20 minutes of every one of those movies to figure it out.
Ugh.
We got them down though. We got them. I have one I might switch out, but
So
we
it's
got
the worst thing when they're just too good? Like, they're not bad enough?
Now there's one that wasn't, in my estimation, wasn't bad enough that we did one in, and there's one that it is possible to be too bad.
Like, intentionally bad, or it's just, like, not even
Or
funny
they
bad?
just can't.
They just think they know what they're doing and they don't.
Oh.
Yeah, and they think everybody's gonna be along for the ride. Yeah,
There's certain ones I hope didn't get axed from the trailers that we've
we
watched.
got the good
Oh,
stuff.
we,
All
went,
right, cool.
we went through it. It was fun going through, plotting our own demise,
Yeah.
pretty much.
We're like, we'll hate that
Jeff,
one. This one.
okay?
I just farted.
You farted so much. What's
What's going on with my coffee?
Stop. You're like, I farted, and then you spilled more.
It's not. It's the lid.
I don't even know what happened.
The fucking lid is
Man,
leaking.
guys, we're coming apart here.
The leaky
Yeah,
lid.
this is at the seams right now.
Try to
Gavin, where the hell have you been? I mean, if you're done with theater mode. It felt like you were.
Watch it today. Sponsor, motherfucker. Well, if you're watching this, hey, you're already sponsored. Thanks for your support. Buy a sponsorship for your mom, you piece of shit, and watch it with her.
It's a late Mother's Day gift, but
Yeah.
it's still a gift.
There you go. All right, we're back
All
to
right,
Avril Lavigne
Gavin.
now?
I was just gonna say,
Oh,
like,
I was in New York.
I
and then
haven't seen
filmed-
Gavin in a
I
while.
filmed some Slow-Mo with Dan, and that was it. That's all we got.
Oh, okay.
Way to eat up some time.
Lackluster.
There, guys. That description.
Yeah, I could go into details, but...
That was the last month and a half of
I
his
could
life.
go into details, but I simply won't.
But yeah, I mean,
this
who
is
wants,
actually the perfect venue for that.
who wants to hear that?
No.
Certainly not everyone.
We had a day
Yeah,
of,
you guys don't care, so.
Yeah.
we had a day of filming this week where we tried to make 3 videos and none of them worked. Like, we just...
All right, well, we don't need to hear your
That's
whole
it.
life fucking story,
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
That really sucks. You showed me a clip on your phone.
What was wrong with them?
Did that one make it?
That one made it. That was
Okay.
What was wrong?
We were doing stuff with, like, blowing stuff up with airbags, and, like, Dan just couldn't wire them up right, and then the sun kept going. It was just...
So it's Dan's fault.
It's always
And the
Dan's
sun,
fault.
and the
yeah.
sun's fault.
It's absolutely
So Dan
always
and
Dan's
God
fault.
messed this up for you.
Then we had to do a video where we had to use a lighter for something, and Dan bought 1 lighter, and it ran out. I was like, buy like 5 or 10. 1?
And it ran out.
That's classic Dan.
It's very classic Dan.
In
He's
the
very, like, budget friendly.
5 years or so you've been doing it. You think he'd You're like, I got this one.
I'll buy 2 lighters.
I'll get a lighter and a candle lighter, just
There
in
you
case.
go.
Yeah, and then I yell at him, and then he gets defensive, and then we're like, "Rrr," and then we're like on camera together, like, eh. You know, it's
Yeah,
bad.
this sucks.
Just stand. Is you still spilling?
I'm
Wanna
not
take-
spilling. The lid is
Well,
fucked
just
up.
take the lid off.
Well, then the coffee will get cold. I'm gonna do it though.
Yeah, Michael.
I don't know. I'm just trying to offer
That
solutions
fucking.
here, I'm
It's,
sorry.
it's that. What's that piece of shit? Real piece of shit. Not Nickelback. She married that
Okay.
dude.
Oh.
Fucking ugly, dumb
I thought you were
piece
still
of shit
talking
from
about your
Nickelback.
coffee cup.
Oh, Chad Kroger?
That's his name, Chad Kroger.
Yeah.
She married him?
Married that waste
That's
of
the
humanity.
second guy she married?
Yeah.
Oh.
She moved up from the like twinky little midget to like Cro-Magnon moron.
This is where I grew up.
Because she
Every time
was
I do it,
in too
makes me
deep
laugh.
and she's trying to keep. Because that's the other guy.
Allegedly.
No, they were married.
No, allegedly. He said whatever I said.
You didn't say anything, did you? You just said allegedly.
Might have called him a
Keep
moron.
allegedly in
Could you
different
just say
things.
allegedly at the beginning of a podcast with an asterisk, and it could just apply to anything?
Yeah.
You might as well do it that way.
Begin air quotes here, and
Yeah,
then
and
just be
then
sure to finish it.
at the
Yeah.
end.
This is actually perfect timing. We're gonna brand the table today, allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Because
That. Nobody knows where
not
Marcus
with
is.
that.
But I mean, that's what it'll look
Yeah, that's what it'll look like.
Where's it
That's-
gonna go?
That's just like a
Wherever you want.
Right on the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle. And it'll probably be facing that way. I think the plan is Marcus is gonna roll up at some point. He'll have a hot stick with him, and he'll be like, "I'm gonna poke this
Shit,
stick into
was
something."
that Marcus that just walked in right
I don't
there?
know.
You know, like biker gangs have stuff carved
Oh,
into
God.
the table.
Yeah.
We're about 15 minutes away.
Oh, dude, we're 15
Ah,
minutes
he's
away.
warming
Hey, the
Oh,
podcast will
shit.
go that long?
Yeah, it'll go.
Were you
another
just like
15
right
minutes.
off like
Yeah.
stage listening?
Well,
Yes.
I was outside the door.
Got it.
And then I'm getting the fire's all stoked. We're just getting it right.
Sweet.
Stoking
They
fire.
have a fire with the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
The fire is
dude,
so
he-
excited. He's fucking stoked.
He was all right, Jeff.
Can't wait.
All right,
It's gonna
you
be
guys
rad.
see it. I'm just
All right.
giving you a heads up.
We'll vamp. Thanks, Marcus. We'll vamp. So that's a 15-minute
15
window.
minutes.
So
All right.
probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Let's
awesome.
just assume this is production time, and it'll be 30 minutes to an hour. No fault of his own. The fire will get tired. It'll want to break.
Do any of you guys have a drone?
I don't.
I
no.
do.
Not
You
the,
got a
I
drone?
do.
not the you
Yeah.
love.
It's not a super high quality one, but I mean, it works and it's got a camera on it. So.
What do you
Only
do
at
with
me. I mean, he asked. I
So,
didn't
yeah,
ask.
I mean,
you don't have to.
They
you
look
don't-
fun. I'm trying to decide whether to get one.
Oh, they're
'Cause
pretty
I was
fun.
remembering recently we did that big trailer for the Let's Play family.
Yeah.
When everyone was like having a fight, and I was
Yep.
like, man, this would look really good from above. We should get a drone.
And then
Yeah,
the drone
and then a
flew
drone
over.
And
drone.
then-
And then the drone came down
Right.
and like was filming. I was like, oh sweet. I'm glad someone remembered the drone. And then
Right.
it flew off,
And
and I
that
was
had
like,
nothing to do with us.
oh, was that not our drone? And all the film crew was like, no, that wasn't ours.
Yeah.
We live in a world where a drone can come down, nobody bats an eyelid, and then it flies off.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of
And
world we
also,
live in right now.
what must they have thought they were seeing?
I don't know, but
A
they
bunch
were
of
like,
people with
cool.
axes and shit.
And
like,
also,
in the middle of a parking
if
lot.
you have the footage, send it to us.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
great. That's
But-
got to be the best, just like accidental drone footage ever.
Can you
Like, what
imagine
the fuck?
if it was a fan of us and he just flew the drone? And he's like, I think that's like Michael. Jeez, look at all these people that I know who they are.
And he
They're
flew-
killing
what are
each
the
other.
shots?
Then he flew the fuck off.
Jeremy's throwing up
I
gummy
got a,
bears.
I got a drone story.
Okay.
I was in Portland last weekend because
Yeah, you were.
Griffin and I were looking at buying some property near Portland, and it had a video for the property because like a forest with like creeks and like beaver dams and shit. It's really cool. And there's like a the real estate agency cut like a trailer for it to show you all the land because it's a bunch of land. And they used a drone to do it, so the shots are fucking cool as hell. Like going through these little creeks and like
Is it cut
huge
together like a
overheads.
trailer? Like,
Yeah, with like music. It's got like serene.
It's on
music.
Inception.
Yeah. And yeah, it's not like a fucking Mission Impossible
Welcome to
trailer.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, the whole thing.
It's
is
like-
the trees are facing.
The
each other,
drone
like-
comes up. The drone like pans up from the ground. It's like ready or not, here I come. Fucking takes off. And so the guy, I'm like talking to the guy. I'm like, it's pretty cool that you did that. Like that's a cool way to show off a property. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'll show you something. I'm like, okay. And he's like, this is that shot where I did like this and I came down and I was like, yeah. And he's like, they're right there and you can see the creek right there. And I go, yeah. And he goes, you see that tree right there? And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's where the drone took off on its own, smashed into that tree, and then drowned in the water right there. It cost me $1,500.
Oh my god.
I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I had a firmware update and just like just fucking took off. And I'm like, is that like the mark on the tree where he goes, yeah, it hit it pretty hard. It hit it pretty hard.
In the release notes, the firmware it's like has a tendency to go towards trees now. It's like, what was that?
It took off.
Will become sentient.
It just
Loves nature.
took off on its own.
That's like that.
right into the tree.
That's like that plot in that Futurama episode when Bender's gonna get the upgrade and he like rips out of it and then goes to live on that island and makes himself out of wood.
Oh, yeah, wooden bitter.
Yeah, except this thing just killed itself on a tree.
Yeah.
This is a slightly shorter storyline.
Committed suicide.
Kill me!
This is the cliff notes.
Dude, I got a real appreciation for like drones and how really good they are nowadays. When we were in Taiwan at that festival thing we
Country.
went to, yeah, at that
Place.
It's all
yeah
land,
area of Earth.
massive
No,
land,
so we
yeah.
were at the festival. We saw a drone flying over it, like probably getting awesome shots of like everybody in that like one street. But it was just so precise watching it move around. It was just like and came back and like hung over the crowd and then just took off into the sky,
Yeah.
like higher than we could see.
Well,
Well,
they
to-
can like
to-
stay in place with GPS.
to
They can
fly
just, like, lock-
professionally-
crazy.
Like, as a consumer, you don't, but a resident consumer, you don't. But to fly professionally, I think you have to have a commercial pilot's license to fly a drone.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, do they just watch? They don't watch it. Like, can they see what they're filming?
No, they're
Can some of them do?
blindfolded.
Like, I don't mind.
Yeah, they can do that. There's also drone racing through the little
I've
hoops,
seen that.
and that stuff is crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
It's like when Luke learned how to use a lightsaber.
Am I doing it? Am I doing it?
Well, stuff like
Ow!
RC helicopters, you typically don't. You just
well,
fly
yeah, you
by
just
looking
look
at
at it.
it.
And you're just
It's
like,
a valid
yeah,
question. I thought.
yeah, no, you missed what Jeff said,
Oh.
so it's fine.
I'm gonna get a pint.
I flew Bernie's. He had it on. I think he brought it to Laser Team, right? Didn't he have it on set
Yeah.
one day? And that's where we were fucking around with it, and it was cool. I did feel like I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. You can like flip it around and stuff, drop it, and then it goes back up. That's about all you can do with it. You know, it goes in omnidirection,
Sure.
and then that's about it.
I saw a video of a guy who had one of the ones that you use for racing and stuff. They go really fast and like, yeah, they tear around the corners and through the hoops and everything. And he was trying to get a cool shot of him sitting on sitting on like a bench, like a picnic table, and then it would like, so you'd see him with the controller and the camera, and it zoomed by and everything like that. Totally misjudged it and flew a drone right into his head at like full speed.
Oh my
So like
God.
the video, you just see him sitting on the thing, and since it's on like Reddit or whatever, you're like, that's gonna fucking cream this guy. And sure enough, with the controller, not even looking at it, just
Oh my
inside of
God.
his head. And then it's just like you see the video camera upside down looking up and just him going,
I accidentally
Champion.
just made this little model of the set slightly more accurate. When I moved my beer over, a drip landed on the bar of the.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Grab that model too. I want to show that off. So careful with it though.
It's a diorama.
Yeah, I'm not sure
This
the
is
fan that
Inception
made
right
this
now.
because John gave it to me. Now, I know they
Bit of
made.
fear there.
I think it was a girl. I could be wrong though, but I think it was a girl. She made she made the podcast set. She made Off Topic, and she made On the Spot. So I guess John must have gotten it because John sauntered into the office the other day when we were filming a Let's Watch, and he was like, "Here,"
That's
and just
really-
gave this to us
it's
and
very
left.
impressive how
Really
accurate it
accurate.
is.
Like to say who gave it to us, so maybe John will be like, "Oh, it's this person."
farted
Jeff's
in my butt.
Farted,
He
farted
put a
in
fart
Gavin's
in
butt.
your body.
But this is pretty fantastic.
You hold on to that. Give it back to me in a while.
Yeah,
It looks like there's like a rough draft on the back.
Oh,
here.
is it? Don't show the
Can't
back.
see
They
that.
can't see that. Don't ruin the image. Look at that. Wait.
Oh.
Can we be
Oh,
fingers?
yeah.
Look, let's get in the bar. Look.
That was a rough one.
No one else? Okay. I'll sit here. Hey guys,
Oh, I just farted.
I saw you fart on Gavin. That was great.
Larry, I'm standing on the table.
Oh, watch out, you'll slip. Gavin spilled. Oh, Gavin's dead. All right, and he's gone.
And
That was
scene.
fun.
Nice. Wow.
Oh, is that the fart? Is
Oh,
it
that
hitting
was a
you?
rough one.
I was
Man.
like trying to judge distance there with my eyes closed. Because it's in my
So
eyes.
he was trying to fly a
it was
drone.
in my eyes.
You've gotten hit pretty hard in
Well,
the
I've been-
one day you've been back already.
Yeah, I've been fired on 3 times.
Last time I saw him, like a month ago,
Yeah.
I was in like 4 or 5 days ago.
he goes, you don't fart on me anymore. I
You're
said,
kind of longing for it.
all right, noted.
That wasn't a video when he said
Yeah,
that.
I was like, what's up with that?
yeah, he went.
not
You're
like
not
that?
here, so it's hard to fart on you.
I still-
Trust me, he farts on your stuff all the time.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I put like 6 in your hair cream.
This is the thing, and I took note of that too. Like I know, obviously Jeff farts on all your stuff. I watch him do it
Yeah.
all the time. Mostly it's you, but if you're not there, it's your stuff. And
Stuff that I have to touch with my body.
Right. I had said to you like a couple weeks ago, since I got my hair cut and it was shorter, I used some of your hair cream once or twice because I'm like, oh, I can actually use this. And then I watched Jeff fart in it like 7 times in the span of 2 or 3 days, and I was like, right, I should stop using that.
Yeah.
So as I told you, like I ordered the next one. I'm gonna keep that in my desk.
Okay.
Because I was
then
just gonna.
he won't know
I-
it's safe
no, he'll know. He just won't pull it out of my desk and fart on it.
No.
I was just gonna put it on
Just
your
like, that's
desk
not funny.
because it was gonna be easier. But as I watched him fart in, he unscrewed it, farted in it, and screwed it back on. I'm like, all right, it's going on my desk.
I farted on Jeremy the other day.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why have you already?
That was the first. Yeah.
Already?
I've barely been here a year. I haven't earned it.
How's he already earned that?
You weren't here.
Yeah.
I was desperate.
You know how I earned it? I was in the office. That's what I did.
That's a fair point.
I was a target. I was a living, breathing target.
So I've been playing a lot of that Uncharted game.
Oh yeah, I
ton
have.
of that.
Yeah. We're doing Let's Watch. So we're gonna ideally beat the entire game. And we're
I
putting
also
out a
got
video
emails
every single day.
Yeah.
saying that I own it now. So I guess someone bought it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. We did a multiplayer.
Does that mean it comes out of my account? Did I
Well,
pay
we
for
did.
it?
We
No.
did charge you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
You just spent $100.
No, you didn't. You spent it because we bought 6 copies. So I don't know what that.
Yeah.
$600?
We didn't use your credit card,
Okay.
but it is coming out of your paycheck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it all makes sense in
As
the
long,
back
as long
end.
as I know. As
Yeah,
long as I
yeah,
can track
And
it.
don't expense it. Don't.
No,
don't-
what I realized too is you have two accounts on your PlayStation that are
UK,
Gavin
US.
free. Yeah.
Because you can't migrate like you can on Xbox.
One had a PlayStation Plus and one didn't. So
Yeah.
we needed to get PlayStation Plus and Uncharted.
Uncharted multiplayer is pretty fun when you're playing against people that aren't cheaters.
There's a fair amount of
weird,
like,
tell if that's what
weird
was
stuff
happening,
going
or
on
it was-
yesterday.
I mean, it's that or it's just awful, terrible lag.
Invincible,
was that one
invincible
map?
players.
Yeah.
The same every map we played with that guy. He was invincible at all times.
There was some-
Sometimes he would go invisible.
There was some very like Halo
Uninvincible?
2 like nonsense
Yeah.
in the
Happening,
game, where
yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like "Gah, gah, gah, gah," and then you're dead. You know, it's like wow.
Jeremy would kill a dude. He would fall down dead, stand up and kill Jeremy.
Or
Huh.
one of the funniest
Is
ones
that on
was-
video?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but
on
like
live
the
stream.
question is, we're like, is that a perk you get later,
Right.
or
One of the funniest ones was
Feigning death.
I shot a guy. He died. He like fell in the river and everything. And we kept playing. And all of a sudden, I started getting hurt for a second. I was like, "What the heck?" And then my guy died. And so it always zooms in on your killer. And it was a dead body in the river. And then the kill weapon was a picture of a boot. Like, he just kicked me to death.
An invisible boot.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can like sever the heads of your down enemies just to
Like,
make sure
you
they
gotta
can't come
double
back?
tap enemies.
Yeah, it's like
was-
vampires.
They'd
There
still
were-
headbutt you somehow.
there were a bunch of times after it happened once or twice where like I shot a guy and he's down, and it was weird. Where like when you die, your name disappears, but there'd be like a dead body on the ground with the name like
Yeah.
floating over it. Like, are you still
So you'd have to
alive
avoid
in there
them.
somehow? I don't know, but it was like near the end of we did a stream of it and we were playing for a fair amount. But like I would be running towards the guy and Jeremy's like, Michael, no, that's the guy. Don't go over there. That's it. That's the guy. He's faking. And I would just be like, oh, and I'm just shooting a dead body on the ground until it disappears. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, we're good. I guess we're clear.
We're like,
There
stay away from the river. It's the water.
There were instances where you would kill it, you would down a dude right here. You're standing over him and he would go down, and then his body would go zoop really fast, like slide in its death motion, zoop around you, and then he would just take you down from behind.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It was really
like
weird.
A, like
but
a boa constrictor.
So
Yeah.
I can't tell if it was like something with the players or if it was just something wrong with that map. Didn't load
Here's
right or
here's
something.
why I think it's players. Because every time, one of the first things we do before a match starts is we mute all, so we don't have chatter coming through the headset. And every time a player couldn't be muted, that player was invincible.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was able to do some invisible shenanigans.
There was some shenanigans where, again, if it wasn't full-blown cheating, it was like really weird lag or something. Where I'm like, okay, reload, and the guy's just like, I'm fine.
It was like
that aside, fucking fun.
Really
game.
fun.
great game.
Fun
Good
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Is it better
Yeah.
than what else have we played on PS4? Last of Us, because that's some
It's
fantastic.
probably not better
similar.
than Last of Us, but it's more jumpy than Last of Us.
It's like a faster paced version, less
Kind
strategy.
of, yeah. Because there's like the grappling hook alone, you
Is
can fucking
awesome.
like throw it and swing all over the place. It's
Also-
very similar to Tomb. It's kind of like Tomb Raider combined with Last of Us.
Also,
Jack got
you can,
obsessed with a
Yeah,
grappling
that's
hook.
the thing. You can spin
It's
the
like an
grappling
instant
hook
kill. Instant kill.
It's an instant
in
down.
melee, So every now and again, I'd get like really nervous because it'd be like buckled down by 2 people, and I'd see Jack coming up behind them. I'd be like, Jack's gonna rinse both these guys. He's gonna save my life. And I like poke my head up to look, and I'd see Jack behind them spinning a grappling hook, and then he'd miss and then kill him.
Yeah, Jack fucking. I don't think Jack fired a gun the entire time. He just ran around with a
Here's
guy
the thing, too.
going, yeah.
Here's the problem with that too. We did a private match first, like a let's play of like lads and gents, kind of
3v3,
like this side, that side, and Jeremy got whacked a ton with that fucking thing. Where Jack was just like, Jack, no, and he whacked him. Jack then took that onto multiplayer online, which did not work
Where
nearly
people
as well.
were
People
much
were like,
better.
"No, you're dead," and I shot you. So there were so many times Jeremy's like, "Save me, Jack, save me!" And then he would just run in and get slaughtered with a fucking grappling hook in his hand. Because Jack would run down a hallway like this instead of just shooting the guys in the back.
But it was fucking funny.
It was fun as hell.
And Jack was into it.
All right, another little fart from Jeff. Probably my favorite moment in that stream, and it only happened one time.
You guys ready?
Oh, dude, we're ready?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whenever
So
you.
here's what we're gonna do.
All right, hang on.
The table down
Sure.
on its side.
It's the whole
And
thing.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole thing, Gavin. Don't check your watch. It's fine.
You're not going anywhere.
So now, audio listeners, we are now branding the table, the off-topic
Where do you want this?
podcast
don't want to
table.
touch Jeff's.
Should drag it back into the light.
Maybe
Yeah.
You want it towards 2? Yeah, angle it this way. Okay. And take it back.
I'm not doing anything.
Dude, we're moving. I'm just
All right.
touching.
Jeremy's supervising.
I just want to be a
He's
part
the
of it.
foreman.
Take your hand this way a little bit.
I'm just drinking a beer next.
Bring it back.
There we go. That's
Look
all.
at that.
Right there.
You
All
got the
right.
right idea,
Okay,
Gavin.
so
I wanna
I'm
be
gonna
going
go
there.
get
I gotta
it.
cross
If you
behind
guys
Jeff.
can
It's
hang
dangerous.
out and just keep this stable so
Yeah.
that we go
Oh,
and do
dude,
the...
it smells like fire. I
Yeah,
can smell
I
it.
reek. It's
Yeah.
me, yeah.
It's good. You smell great. You smell like a fireplace.
Okay, cool.
So,
He's gonna
now
get
we're
some
just
tonight.
a bunch of dudes standing around a table.
We're just a bunch of dudes being guys.
Smells like a
man.
man.
Yeah, it's just dude bros. Got the safety fire
Safety
extinguisher
first,
right
kids.
there. So,
Door,
that's the big
Rick.
door.
Yeah.
So,
Doorbell.
Marcus, if you haven't been keeping track of this branding,
Here's
you
what's
know,
gonna happen.
journey, he went and got this brand made and certified for the Rooster Teeth Rancho, and it's the off-topic. It's just the logo we got right there, and he's gonna burn it right onto the center of the table. I mean, it better be centered.
Oh my god.
Oh God, Michael, watch out! Oh Jesus!
Do you think it'll work? Will it be like?
Oh, I can
dude.
feel the heat from it.
Will it be like Bam Margera's ass?
All right, there it
It's
is.
a dick farm.
Dude, he's showing.
There's the flaming hot poker.
Jeremy,
You put your foot on it just to support it.
Jerry, put your foot on it and touch the brand. All right, here we go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on fire.
It's on fire, but
Yeah.
that's,
it's gotta be
Yes.
the chemicals.
you know, that's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's keep trying.
It is like Bam's ass.
Yeah,
So far,
it's an
keep trying,
off-topic
it's
farm.
fine, it's fine. It'll burn, fire burns.
Now you got a dick farm on your ass. My favorite thing.
That looks great.
It could look a little better, but it's in there.
You know, I mean, hey, he made the table. He can burn it any way he wants.
There you go.
All right, well, there it is. Let's see if we can give it a second try. Let's bring it up.
Smells like chemicals.
Yeah. It's the,
Alright, we
it's
gotta
the,
pick
it's
it
the
up?
clear
It's
coat.
the clear coat on there.
Go ahead and pop it up.
All right.
Oh, that
Beer
smells
down.
good. Let's see if I can see
That does smell good.
Nice and
See
bubbly.
if I can do this better. See if I can get this to really.
Definitely swish it about like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can always get more wood, right?
I can always put something
Oh.
over it.
There's an artist at work right now. We're all
I
just.
guess I should have done it from above. I wanted to do it so camera could see it, but it's like
Oh, that was great.
Nice.
Well. it's a little burned.
Just,
I'm
I'm in.
tilt it. Let's tilt it towards camera.
Yeah,
Ready?
here we
Ready
go.
for this. This is like a perfect.
Ready for the reveal.
Look at that! Look at that!
Nice.
So you can.
we can always modify this a
So
little
the
bit.
Marcus, the brand looks great,
Yeah.
The brand looks really good.
right?
Well,
The brand looks fantastic.
the clear coat wasn't our friend this morning.
The
but
table didn't take too kindly. to
No,
it.
didn't
it-
like us. What's weird
no.
is I tested this on 3 different. I tested it on the same piece of mahogany that we cut this from, and we did it 3 or 4 times in a row, and it looked great.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing.
And then that happened.
Can we get that piece of mahogany?
That's what I was just gonna say. Why don't we take that piece of mahogany that looks nice, and we'll give you a little.
You
we'll
can
give you a
do,
little disc.
dude. You can do whatever you want. We can
Little-
like
little
cut it out,
off-camera
and
touch-up.
insert it.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, We'll make it look good. I promise.
Yeah.
There we
Looks
go.
great already.
It's
Very.
It's very achievement
Yeah,
hunter.
it's very in line with the
Very
Chihuahua.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of this is unpredictable. You know,
It's-
we didn't really know.
Hey, it was all part of the performance. Get it back on this
Yeah,
little.
here you go.
Oh yeah, wait.
Here, this gives you an idea of what we did outside. I'm not exactly sure, but those look pretty fucking good.
Oh, well, look at that one.
Wow.
That's gorgeous right there.
Yeah, that's
Look
That
at
looks
that one.
awesome.
Look at that. Can
Kind
we?
of what we were after.
And then there's that one.
Don't worry, I can fix it.
Marcus, I'm not worried.
So today I found out that Marcus is mad at us for some reason.
What did we do, man?
Oh man, I'm not mad.
It's okay. It's fine.
I would be after this.
Hey, look.
That's
Let's put
cool.
coasters down. We don't want to ruin the
Fine.
table.
I think why don't we cut this one
Do
out?
you got any
Let's
nails?
cut that one. And we'll do like a really nice. I'll get a hole saw that matches this diameter. Same with here. I'll core this out. We'll take this one. We'll plug it in, and we'll finish it out like it was always the same.
You're like a
Bam.
medic
Okay,
as
but
well.
well, this is the best part. While we're already there, can we make it a lazy Susan so it spins?
Just
this.
that.
Just this, so it can spin.
It's like the WWE
It'd be actually
champion
really
belt.
good for
but like-
product
cup on
shots.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
because then it'd be totally worth it. Then
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay.
we took the tragedy and we turned it into an amazing advantage.
What I
you know?
learned is
I think we
heat
can do that.
rises.
Well,
Well, that caught on fire.
we went, me and Travis went back and forth on this. It was like, okay, do we do it from the top or do we do it down low? And I didn't think anybody would be able to see anything if I was doing it at
They
the
can
top.
see
We're
that.
right.
Yeah, well,
but-
this is.
Yeah.
Marcus,
They,
all
should,
right.
they shouldn't see this. Can.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna core this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the same piece of mahogany that this table was cut from. So it's not like this is going to look a whole lot different, especially considering we have a lot of we've got a pretty good burn pattern.
Yeah.
The wood that we are seeing in here is not enough for you to
There
know
you
that's
go.
not that never lived in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, people
So-
will know because they'll see this.
Oh sure, they'll see the episode. and
They,
they'll-
everyone already knows.
Yeah.
I'll just.
God,
That's my punishment.
no.
I'll-
God, no. Please don't.
All
There are
right.
much worse brands you could have on you than that one, though.
It'll be great. Well, thank you very much,
Yeah,
Marcus.
That was awesome, Marcus.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Marcus.
I'll take this one.
Sure,
We'll
take
cut it
that.
out, and I'll see you in a
It's
week.
fun having
All right.
fire around.
I'm just glad we didn't,
We did it live. That was the plan,
catch
to
the
do
whole
it
place on
live.
fire.
It's warm.
You do it live,
It is
and
still
you know,
warm.
you
Roast a
accept the
marshmallow on
consequences.
All right, cool. Well,
Thanks.
cheers, guys.
Thanks, Marcus.
Cheers. Just making sure I'm not gonna get any like
No, you're
melted
good, dude.
overcoat
That's,
on me.
I gotta say, this is, like Jeremy said, this is very us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I think I legitimately, I mean, I would be fine with it if that's how it worked out. But he's gonna make it cool anyway.
Yeah.
Jeff, don't pick it. Don't pick at it.
Stop it!
That
You're
guy-
ruining
You're
it.
gonna fuck it up, man.
I guess it was just the varnish that. was-
Oh yeah.
Fucking hates us.
Yeah, he hates you. I saw him looking at you when he did
The whole
it.
time?
Yeah. He never broke eye contact with you.
He was just like,
Did he
yeah,
call me the
Jeff, I'll
N-word?"
brand it.
God, dude, like, it smells great though. Jeff,
It
stop
does.
picking it, please.
Oh, that part's going away.
It's going
It's like
away.
a,
It doesn't
it's like a
matter.
table
It doesn't
scab.
matter.
Oh, table scan.
I kind of like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
That seems very
If you had
Achievement
to-
Hunter appropriate.
Yeah, I like when the
Describe it.
table caught on fire.
Oh my god, dude, we should make a shirt out of this.
Tell him to save it when he cuts it out.
I would genuinely wear that. I actually would.
It's
Burnt
fucking
off topic,
great.
but
If you had to describe it for the audio listeners, how would you describe what just happened?
I would describe, we got a brand, right, which is the off-topic logo, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
the piece
really
of metal he was
crisp and
holding,
detailed.
beautiful. And then it burned a black circle into the center of the table.
I would
with
say-
some spots missing from the middle.
I would say watch Jackass 2 when Ryan Dunn brands Bam Margera on the ass.
Margera.
You know when someone leaves the iron on a shirt or like on
Yeah.
a carpet, and
Yeah.
you just get that permanent. It just kind of looks like that, but for wood.
Yeah. Like when an iron tape makes a shirt crispy.
You know, there's some ridge
When you can
detail on the
snap it.
bottom, and you can almost see the star up there.
Yeah, the stars almost say you can.
Basically-
easily
Hey,
mount nice.
let's say this. It's definitely a circle.
Yeah.
I mean, we can agree on
It's
that.
round as hell.
Smells
It's
good.
so
And
round. It smells great.
Very scented. Like
You got
it's
the
very in
centering
middle.
down. It's like dead center. You
It's
know,
also dead.
it's dead as shit.
Yeah, there's
but
one dead center.
What would be more exciting? Just getting the new table and seeing it, or seeing this one get burned into this fucking mess, and then the amazing replacement that he'll do? Again, he made the table. You know, he can burn it.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he'd fucking burn this set down. I hope he doesn't.
So if anyone wants to send us any more brands, we'll just keep branding this table.
I don't think anybody
until
sent
it's
us
just a
anything.
piece of
Yeah,
chocolate.
but I mean, if they just keep sending them, go ahead.
I don't want to ruin the table.
Yeah,
man.
you do.
No, this is our brand though. This has history. Anyway, okay, so we should get off that.
Off
That
that
was fun.
topic.
It's fun.
Chad Kroger.
Go back to Nickelback, huh?
Yeah.
Just don't get it.
So, did you want to mention the...
He's not a looker either, really.
Well, I'll do this, and then
Ah.
we'll mention Everly.
What's wrong with
He's
him?
not a
What's wrong with his
looker.
face?
I mean, have you
ugly,
seen him?
dude.
I mean,
Allegedly.
I've seen
He's
him like
ugly. Oh, dude, I got somebody who's ugly that I want to mention after this. I'm just saying, like, unfortunate. Just, like, unfortunate guy. But before that, did you know that this episode is sponsored by Movement Watches? They're the watch of a generation. My generation. I don't know. I just made that up. The past few months, we've been working a lot with Movement Watches. We love them. You guys love them. I certainly do. That's, again, I added that in myself. So I asked myself, why do I only have one? See, Movement offers different color brands, different faces, different styles for each of their watches. I started off wearing first watch you ordered, but now I've chosen new watch description. Movement watches start at just $95. Do some quick math. You could have a couple of Movement watches, and it would still be a better deal than having one department store watch. Get a blue one, a white one. Movement has watches and bands to match for every outfit in your arsenal. There's no hassles. Just order online with free shipping, free returns, and a 24-month warranty. So join their more than 1 million social media followers and get a Movement watch today. Go to mvmtwatches.com/offtopic, and they'll give you a 15% off code for your entire purchase. I mean, it's not a code. It just gives you 15% off. The /offtopic is the code. So that's mvmtwatches.com/offtopic. Get 15% off your entire order. Get one watch. Get two, get three. You know, I'd buy one for me. You know, it doesn't matter. 15% off. Movement, mvmtwatches.com/offtopic.
Something about
Bam.
vowels.
Right there.
There you go.
I wasn't going to say it. You're the one that says it, Jeff. If you don't want to, you don't have to, man.
Comment about
You don't have
vowels.
to, man. It's
I
okay.
just did.
All right, cool. What do you got going on over there?
so we're looking at screenshots of the
Someone just
branding
screenshotted
process.
the whole off-topic branding.
See, that looks cool. Mark
Yeah,
is
like,
burning
look how
it.
cool
that
that
looks
looks. He's like,
awesome.
Cut from that to
and
next
then,
week.
And then, oh.
Should we just print that picture and tape it?
Yes. Mark is burning it.
Yeah.
That's so great. Chad Kroger.
Oh, right.
So what's so ugly about him?
unfortunate.
It's just his face? Or like,
I mean, he doesn't look great.
I know that he's
He's
some
not
long-haired dude, right?
horrible.
Have you seen...
I'm not a great judge of
He's got one of those
who's
voices,
good-looking
you know
and
it's
who
him.
isn't.
Have you...
I think I look good. So
Jeff, have
I'm
you seen
messed
Game
up.
of Thrones this week? Sunday.
Well, last week's, yeah.
Yeah, well, the newest one.
Yeah.
Gavin, have you
Yes.
seen the newest one?
Uh-huh.
Jeremy, have you heard of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it
I've
does.
seen
irrelevant.
like some
doesn't
of
matter.
season 2.
I'm not going to really go into spoilers, but how unfortunate did that guy look that played young Ned Stark?
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
What,
Yeah.
because he was sort of...
His face was like...
Did you ever see the scene
Yeah,
in
It's like Ned
Casino?
Stark doesn't look like that.
Did you ever see the scene in Casino when Joe Pesci put the dude's head in a vice and cranked it till he popped? It's like somebody did that to him, but
He did
he
look
got saved
like,
at the last minute.
It looked like he got his face pressed a little bit, that guy.
Not a looker.
It's like a skinny
He has,
Guy Fieri.
he has short hair though. I think now.
That's
Someday,
Chad Kroger.
Somehow.
Looks better there.
He looks very 2000s.
Yeah, he looks better there. Look at that.
Does he?
No.
Does
Well,
he?
I think.
No.
Well, then
I thought
having
the-
long hair
no,
and like a
I could
pickle
see
lip.
less, so I think the other one was better.
Yeah.
The guy that played Ned Stark, I didn't think he was that ugly. Like, he didn't stand out
Well,
to me
I mean,
as, like...
shocking coming from you.
I thought he was a good Ned, though.
I thought he was a great Ned.
He was
Yeah.
a Lord in
So
that.
I just said it's unfortunate
Yeah.
that he looked like that.
I
It's
bet
just-
we haven't gotten there yet, but I bet later in the timeline, like if Brand keeps going back, there'll be a scene where Ned's head gets kicked back to proper proportions.
Oh, I can breathe so well.
Dude, I read an
now.
article. Or I read an article. I heard it on the radio the other
read?
day. I read all the time. I heard an article on NPR the other day about a woman who was blind. She got in an accident when she was like 17
Yeah.
and was blinded, fully blinded. And then like 40 years later, she was in her living room and she tripped and fell down and got a neck injury. And when she came to, she could see again.
No way, so it didn't damage her eyes, it was just her brain?
I guess so.
That's fucked up.
It's like
it would have been really funny if she didn't trip. She was just, like, sat on the couch, and she was just like, ah, what? And nothing happened.
it's like I dropped my MacBook Pro the other day, or my MacBook Air the other day,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't turn on. So I dropped it again, and now it works. Same
Whoa.
fucking thing.
You should
Exactly
own
the
laptops.
same
Yeah.
Like, do you remember your MacBook that had the bent-in Ethernet port that was like,
yeah. Yeah.
it was like two crushed staples?
Dude, you should see all the edges of my MacBook Air are fucking like.
Oh
It
god.
doesn't totally close all the way because they close it.
If
I was walking with
got like
Griffin.
a cleft
It was the
palate.
day. It was the day of the anniversary party, and Griffin and I were leaving. And I was walking with my laptop, and I went. It just went sailing across the parking lot.
you threw your MacBook across the parking lot,
Not on purpose. Yeah, it just like right out of my hands.
I was just pretending to frisbee, and then there it went.
And Griffin goes. You're an idiot. And I was like, yeah? And I went to turn it on, it didn't turn on, and she goes, well, great. And I go, hold on a second.
You've definitely gotten worse
God.
over the years, though, because you're the one who convinced me to go Apple in the first place in like 2007.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Not Gus?
You were like showing it to me,
Yeah,
showing me
it's good,
yours.
right?
And I was like, oh, look at all the way the operating system works. I'd never seen it. And your Mac was immaculate back then. Like, you actually took care of things back then.
Immaculate.
Yeah. I was thinking the same
That was
thing.
unintentional.
Dude, I got sucked in the same way. I didn't
Yeah?
own a single Apple product until I moved here, and then I was like, it's so gorgeous looking.
I mean,
It's
I
so
don't
nice.
like sucking Apple's cock because they're a really annoying company and
Right,
they do a lot
sure.
of stuff that I hate.
Sure.
But no Windows PC laptop has ever been nice to use, in
No,
my opinion. Like
I
the way the
totally
trackpad works on a Mac and just the way everything feels. That's why I buy a Mac. I don't really care about anything else. It's just like trying to scroll on like a Windows laptop sucks for some reason. On all of the
I
ones
like
I've
the
used.
boxes too.
You like the boxes?
It's very elegant. How you open it, like, ooh.
They're very nicely packaged.
So there's like a layer, like a sheet
Yeah,
you
they do
pull
good
back.
packaging.
There's a case.
You feel real fancy.
I feel real good anytime I buy an Apple product.
Man, I'm in trouble with my wife right now.
Because
Speaking
you
of
threw your
packaging.
MacBook?
Nah, that was weeks ago.
Oh,
It was mine.
damn it. Gavin, stop.
I
Man.
bought
You
an-
did worse that time.
I bought an elliptical from
No,
my
you
house.
did the same.
Ooh, an elliptical.
Right.
Nice.
I mentioned that.
A really nice one.
And you got the TV in it and everything?
It's
yeah.
got TV in it and everything.
Yeah.
And it came last night, or it came yesterday, and it was like an extra $400 to have them install it.
Uh-huh.
And I read
God.
a bunch of product reviews that said it's like, don't waste your money. It's like 3 steps to put it together. You just
Yeah.
like click, 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 done. So we got it last night and we unpackaged it. And before I bought it, she made me measure to make sure it fit in the room. And so I did, and it totally, there was enough room for a fully
But,
set up elliptical. But it doesn't fit through my hallway.
oh no.
So now I have an elliptical in a box that
Wait, where is it going to go?
I don't know.
It was going to go in the spare room?
It was gonna go in the spare bedroom, and yeah, I can't get it.
Yeah, that's
I can't
pretty
get it through
narrow.
the hallway. So
Wait, can you take it through the kitchen round?
I don't
So
think
she's pissed because you had it pre-built.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
It's in its pieces. It doesn't fit. The core of it
Still?
won't fit through the hallway.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's like, "So we're gonna return it?" And I was like, "I don't think so.
You
I don't
can't
know
like
if we
get it through the
can."
back? Or...
And she's like, "What do we? Is it gonna live in our living room?" And I'm like, "I think it might. I don't. It's very heavy. It's not together. I haven't put it together yet.
It must be massive.
It's,
Yeah,
must
you
be
can't
massive.
fit
Yeah,
it. And
that's
it's not crazy.
especially in
Not
its
I mean, I
together.
have a narrow. It's wide, and it's like, it's hard to explain. But
It sounds like a video that needs to be made.
so
Yeah, it
I don't
does.
know. We're gonna take another stab
Jack's
at it.
really good at Tetris.
today.
You should have him come over.
Yeah.
Or
See if
try
he
to
can
figure
get
out.
it.
Well, he's got all
I
the
might-
cheats on his arms.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Whoa."
I might try to figure out
The old one.
like how much I can disassemble it. Like what else I can take off.
Oh, God. What a
Yeah,
nightmare.
it might be like pre-built in parts that you can
that I can
sub-build,
then sub. Yeah.
de-build it.
And then not
Which is
remember
how
to
you
put back on.
how you break it forever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
See,
it's
I was,
kind of a. Well, last night it was like 10 o'clock at night, and it was. That's a problem for tomorrow.
That's rough.
Yeah,
So I don't
Like, you know,
really
like,
know
so
where we're
have you
gonna
ever
go.
had a thing in the past? Like, I used to get this as a kid, where like I would try and dismantle stuff, but it'd be like spring-loaded, so you like unscrew it, and it'd be like, and you're like,
Yup,
"Oh,
there
that's
it
never,
goes."
that's
Yeah,
never
that's-
going back together. That's probably what's going to happen if you try.
It's
and
absolutely
yeah.
what's going to
Debuild it.
happen.
100%.
Well, I got my treadmill like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, and I was gonna have that built, but then I was reading the reviews and stuff like that, and they said it was super easy. So I was like, all right, and I got it, and it is basically that. Like the entire tread was all one huge fucking heavy piece. It was good. Good. I'm just okay. It was just one big piece. And I'm like, thank God I don't have to put any of this together. You have the tread piece, you put the arms in it, and you attach the panel, and that's about it. Gavin
The
cannot.
look you just gave Jeff was class.
Well, it's just like, there's microphones. He's just spinning and
It was
spinning.
like the
And
same
then
look
the
you would
last
give
one was
your
just like,
kid.
he knew he went too far.
He
Your
just.
kid's 40.
Ironically, he just asked me to do this for the next hour and a half.
But yeah,
Oh, God.
if I had to put that thing together in any capacity, fuck that. That's I imagine one screw away from just 8,000 parts
Yeah.
exploding in every direction. This was put the arm in, and plug the computer in, and that was it. Which I imagine is what Jeff has, but now you have to take apart. Hey, maybe Griffin should do it.
Can you take out one of the windows, like pop it out and just go in that way?
If it can't fit through the hall, I doubt it can fit through the window.
And also, the windows in that spare bedroom are 15 feet up. Remember, the backyard goes down.
Yeah, just
Get a pulley.
start lifting.
You got that totem
Like
pole
this.
up somehow.
That thing's heavy as fuck, too. Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
don't know. It
Exercise
presents,
machines are
Yeah,
light.
no.
presents itself with a problem.
It sounds like you got to butter the walls and the elliptical.
Or
slide it on in.
time to knock a wall down and make an archway.
You've done that in there. You've knocked walls down.
Yeah.
You ever knock a wall down to get a piece of equipment in?
No, I haven't done
Well, it's
that.
the first time for everything, Jeff.
Are you gonna do anything else to your house, or are you pretty much done?
Shove an elliptical through it at some point.
I can't. I mean, there's no more. I can't build on it anymore. We've maxed on as how much house we can add.
You can't just
Even
keep going
upwards?
up.
Yeah.
You can't just put another floor on?
No. And
Is there
then,
like a rule where square footage of house has to be a lot lower than square footage of land?
Yeah, there's like an impervious cover rule, so you can
So
only
that's-
have so much house per land.
That's the way it is with my house. There's like a bit of the house where it just comes in for no reason and then comes back out, and there's a window there. I was like, why isn't just this the room? And it's like they maxed the land
Yeah.
out, I guess. Have
Yeah.
to like make little things like that.
Yard's done. Studio's done. I don't know what else we do. Buy a new house. Buy
Statue.
Buy a Beaver Creek in Oregon.
Fucking statue. Statue of Jeff holding the piece of the elliptical.
Yeah.
wall.
Griffin,
house.
Springs coming
So,
up.
funny enough, Griffin is, she's 100% serious. When she dies, she wants to be cremated and her ashes put into the compound that they use to make a statue of her that I have to have. Prominently displayed.
How big is the statue there?
She wants like a life-size statue.
Life
Oh
size.
my God.
You're definitely gonna die before her, though.
I don't know.
And then,
we'll see.
and then it won't fit through the hallway, and,
Jeff's
there'll
will
be
be
a
like
whole
this.
thing.
Yeah. Jeff's will look like this.
You know, first attempt.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
The next Jeff will be better.
I'll be reincarnated as someone more talented.
It's fine. So you recently had something like that about as far as taking it apart. You just took apart those PlayStation controllers.
I did.
Were you able to put those back together?
Can't believe you
or is
broke
that
2
just like-
controllers.
for no reason.
Idiot.
For no
God.
reason. For
What
literally
are
no
you guys
reason.
referencing? Are you referencing
I
a
have no
tweet?
idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I posted a picture of 2 like disassembled PlayStation controllers.
PlayStation 4.
PlayStation
There they
4
are.
controllers.
There's the
yeah,
tweet right
and
there.
people just thought I was just trashing them for no reason. But really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to swap the touchpad in one into the other because they're identical controllers. They're both like anniversary edition controllers. Not on the inside. They don't fit. Like you just can't swap those parts. I was annoyed.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So what was the solution?
to break 2
I just
controllers?
put them back together. One of them's still broken. Like the nice one doesn't work.
What's the difference between the one that comes with the console and the extra one?
The touchpad on the one you can buy alone is just the normal touchpad, the dots.
Right.
The one that came with the console is tiny little X and triangle and circle. And
Oh,
stuff. Like,
That's
really?
really cool.
tiny. And
Damn
Meg
it.
spilled water on that one, so I was like, oh, we'll just get another one, and I'll just swap the touchpads. Nope. Couldn't do it.
But you did get another one,
And we now have 2 of those, yeah. Except, one doesn't work.
and you made me buy one.
Yeah. You just bought one. Like,
I bought one because of that tweet that you made.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was
Had
like,
you just
I
never
want
seen
that.
the controller, or you're like, oh yeah, I want one.
I think I saw it when it was coming out, and I didn't really give a shit. I barely play PlayStation 4 anyway, but I'm fucking playing Uncharted right now, and now I'm playing Uncharted 4, and then that also made me go and buy the Uncharted collection, which is 1 through 3 on the PS4, which look amazing on the PS4.
I thought we all bought those to get multiplayer beta access anyway.
What?
The Uncharted.
Uncharted collection.
Did we buy that?
I never
I
bought
did.
it.
Yeah. I had to.
Oh,
I had
think
to
I
buy
own
it.
that,
'Cause I just bought it. So
I had
sure
to
as shit
buy
didn't
it to
own
get access to the multiplayer beta so we could film the video.
I own that.
Don't know.
Yeah, you did.
I
If you
forgot
were
about
in that
that.
beta, if you were in that video, you owned
Which
it.
is funny
in
because I'm
that
pretty sure I was in
video.
that beta, but I didn't own it because I just bought it. But anyway, I've only played the first one so far, but it looks great for whatever year
really-
that game is.
I'm really enjoying the PS4. I just love
Yeah.
the way it feels. Like the Xbox dashboard, I hate so much. And
I don't like their system very much. the
I have
Xbox,
this thing
yeah.
now where if I've been away from my console for a while and I go back to it, I'll go into the game and it like saves where you are in the game, but none of the buttons work. I can navigate the dash, like I can press the guide and then go all around there, but in the game, nothing.
I have
works.
that
And I have
sometimes-
to quit and go again. It's like,
The thing I have that the most with is Netflix.
yeah.
Where I'll whatever not turn it back on, but use it and Netflix is minimized. I'll open Netflix will work, and then it'll go to that screen where it's log in, and then there's nothing.
Yeah.
The buttons don't do
I
anything.
have that as well.
So you have to close the application, quit it, and just
Millie,
restart.
Millie actually has a workaround for it. She knows how to make it work, but she won't tell me. And it doesn't require closing the application. She's like,
Oh.
If she can
Do you
tell
think she'll
me,
tell
that'd
me?
be great.
she might
Yeah.
tell you.
I
I'm
might
like,
ask
she's
her.
like, I'm like Madden, and she's like, give it to me, just give it to me.
She's
And
like
she's
doing
like,
some
it's
secret
fixed. And I'm
code.
like, what'd you do? And she's like, I'm not gonna tell you.
Wow.
And I see her. She doesn't close the application, but she makes it work.
What a bastard.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
She's got to figure it out, and she will not share the information with me.
I might play the next big game on PS4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See,
Even though I still really like getting achievements. I'm not like a completionist by any means. I just love getting them. I like to pick out an achievement and be like, I'm gonna get that one. I'm not gonna get all of them, but it's still fun. And I just don't feel like there's a point with trophies yet. There's just nothing. There's no
I mean,
point.
yeah.
Have I told the story about me maybe being the best dad of all time or not yet?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm sure you're wrong, but
Millie and I are on the outs right now a little bit.
Okay.
because she wouldn't tell you the secret.
Yeah.
Well, not just that. We've been getting contentious
She actually,
lately.
what happened was Millie fell and got hurt, so Jeff just said he pushed her over again and thought it would fix it.
Now, the other day, I don't remember what the circumstances were, but I made a joke or something about being the best dad in the world, or like she was annoyed with me, and I'm like, you know, I'm like the best dad in the world, right? And she goes, she put her arm on me, and she goes, you know, you're not the best dad in the world, right? And I said, excuse me? And I said, what? And she goes, and I was like, how do you know? And she's like, I'm pretty sure I know. She's like, you're a good dad, but you're not the best dad in the world. And I go, what about? I said, what about your mom? Is she the best mom in the world? She goes, I don't know if she's the best mom in the world or not. I just know that you're not the best dad.
So she's
in the
met.
world.
I mean, is she like looking
Wow.
at Obama or someone? comparing
I
to
don't
that?
know. And I was like, who's the best dad in the world? She's like, I don't know who he is, but I,
will
know
say,
it's not you.
Having
Oh
lived
my
with you for a long
God.
time, you're a damn good dad. You know,
Oh,
aside
thanks.
from being you, you
Right.
somehow managed to be a dad as well. But I mean, that's some lip. I wonder where she's getting that from.
Well, she's getting it from Jeff.
Yeah.
That's where she's getting it from.
It's just
So
like
it's just
Yeah,
it's a
it's
vicious cycle.
Like he can't be the best dad because he is him.
Because
and
of
has
what he
passed on
taught her.
That to
Right.
her. Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm proud of you for thinking, wait, but don't think like that.
You've made her too smart.
It's okay, Jeff. So is that why you're on the outs? That's the whole story?
Well, there
You're
was
on the
that, and then
outs,
there was
or-
another incident.
Is this one?
Yeah, day before yesterday, I came home from work, and I bought tickets to see Keanu because
Right.
Millie really wants to see it.
Oh, the Key and Peele movie?
Yeah, and I
How is
surprised
that?
her. It's great. I liked it a lot. But so I surprised her and Griffin with tickets to see Keanu, and we went and we saw the movie, and it was a great time and all that. And on the way home, Millie was like, wanted to tell us something that was like told to her in confidence from a friend or something. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, well, you can. I mean, if you want to talk about it, you can. Your mom and I aren't going to tell anybody. You can trust us. And she goes, well, I can trust mom. And I go, excuse me? She goes, I know I can trust mom. You, I'm on the fence about.
Damn.
Wow. And I said, and she goes, I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm on the fence. And I was like, I just took you to a fucking movie on a Wednesday night.
I like that in every story, the way you describe her, she sounds like a snarky 18-year-old, but she's like what?
She's 10.
10.
She's 10.
10 years
I also like how every time Jeff sounds like,
Yeah,
I was
that's
every
so-
story.
Jeff
I
is
was
like this innocent, like,
I was just like,
She's the best. It's so
God, she's got a hell of a vocabulary. I love that. She's like, I don't think I ever told anyone I was on the fence about anything when I was 10, let alone like parenting.
I always try and
Now
compare
listen,
myself.
I'm on the fence.
I always try and compare myself to Millie. Like when I think of how old she is and like what I was doing, and I was just like,
Yeah,
I was like
it's
a
not
quarter
good.
of a person compared to Millie.
It's
She's
not
such
good.
an adult and is so like
Yeah.
street smart.
Which is apparently is great for everyone except for Jeff.
yeah, I mean,
But that just was never. That wouldn't have been useful to me as a 10-year-old. I was just inside playing Nintendo all the time.
I'm on the fence of if I can trust you. Like, my friend got 2 Happy Meals, I got 1. Like, what am I gonna complain about 10?
you know the way
Like,
she
I
said
got
it. She
nothing.
goes, you, I'm on the fence about.
Just as a
Wow.
person.
Damn,
almost.
Jeff. Damn, you should probably like have a beer.
I'm good. That's
Chill out, dude.
But,
Maybe some
Are you off the booze again?
Irish whiskey.
nah, I'm just not feeling it.
Because you're depressed.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
That should drive you to alcohol,
Look,
Jeff.
like-
think about it like this: more ammo for farts later.
Nah, I'm good. But
I got plenty.
I got tons of ammo. Don't worry. Yeah.
Kids,
And,
man.
Kids.
They're growing up.
She likes her mom a lot.
They grow up so fast. Maybe next time don't take her to Keanu, and then she'll like you more.
I don't know if she's the best mom in the world or not. I just know that you're not the best dad.
Jeff, you gotta pull yourself together a little bit. We're
Jeff,
still doing
you
a
gotta
podcast.
let it go.
I know. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I mean, bring it back.
yeah. All right.
How was Denver?
It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous while we were there. The weather was fantastic.
Where is that?
You know where the weather's gonna be
Colorado?
fantastic?
No, I mean, but like, say this is the U.S.
Take up from here a little bit.
Up in the middle.
Yeah. Kind of up in the middle.
I'm glad he took that.
I
was gonna-
missed
uh,
what he was saying.
It's
That's
Pretend
even
this
where
is
it
the
was.
US.
it's
He's saying, where is it?
No, it's just like where on the blob. Of
it's
the country.
it's a
What does that
beautiful.
mean? The circle is the U.S.?
Yeah,
It is
it's
the
like
most beautiful generic city
yeah,
in
yeah,
America. It looks like
It's not that hard, Jeremy. Come on.
It looks like a Sim City city.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude,
just like-
mountains all over the place. You look that way, mountains. You look that way, more mountains.
Yeah.
Rocky?
Yeah, they were pretty rocky. Pretty darn rocky.
Was John Denver's name really Denver?
I assume so. You mean like was it a stage name?
Yeah.
I don't know. You got a phone.
Damn, dude.
It's not that much worth looking up, but just
But it was
if
worth
anyone happened to
mentioning.
know it. You know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. You mentioned something about the airport, which is kind of like a thing there, I guess.
Oh, all the conspiracy stuff about the Denver airport.
That and Avril Lavigne,
What?
which we still never really got back
Yeah,
to.
so
Chad
Denver-
Kroger,
I don't
man.
want to butcher. I don't want to butcher the.
Do it.
the
Just
stuff,
fucking
but,
slash
like,
away at it.
Yeah, the Denver airport ended up going like something like
Gorgeous.
ridiculous, like $2 billion over budget, and it has the capacity to land like 4 times the amount of planes that any other airport in America or the world does.
Wow.
And they have fuel reserves that are like, I don't know what they were, that are like off the charts. Like they have more fuel than they could possibly use, and
They're just
sitting
hoarding
there.
fuel?
And supposedly there's like a bunch of underground shit that you don't know about.
So that's where the end of the world people go.
It's where and supposedly there's all these paintings and imagery and stuff on the throughout the Denver airport that supposedly has like secret Freemason like shit in it. And if you look at a lot of it, I even showed Michael one.
Squares.
There's one that's like really pretty pictures. The only one I found because we were leaving, but I showed it to him. That's like it's like all these people from different ethnicities and communities together, and it looks kind of pretty and vibrant. But then you look and there's like a city behind them on fire, and then you look down and you realize there's all these kids in coffins and they're like standing over, and there's a bunch with like Nazi imagery and like it's really bizarre. And when you walk in, there's a giant horse that's supposedly one of like Death from the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it's got flaming red eyes and a big dick, and it's like when you get up close to it, you realize there's all these like crazy exaggerated like veins, and it looks like a demon horse.
On the dick?
I don't know about on the
There's
dick.
probably veins on the dick.
And like
The dick's- it
if
swings
you want to
back
get
and
into
forth.
a like is
That's the lever that opens
in
the underground thing.
In the is Avril Lavigne dead? Is Andrew WK really Andrew WK? Vein. If you want to go down a rabbit hole on the internet,
Yeah.
yeah, well, the vein.
Vein,
yeah.
vein, like
You know,
like a vein.
Google like Denver airport conspiracies, and it'd be good for like an hour. It's really interesting.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, I'm always up for like shit to read.
I wanna
Yeah, there's a lot
treasure
of
hunt.
weird shit around the airport. It's just like, well, that painting's kind of fucking weird. Why would you put that up?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of dead kids over there.
Yeah.
Why would
There's
you
a bunch of
just like,
stormtroopers
nah.
with guns and people crying.
I will definitely read about that on a plane. Like one of the annoying things about flying.
While you're
is
flying to
that-
Denver.
Yeah, is the go in-flight rip-off internet. You can't even watch videos. So it's like
No,
you have
you
to
can't.
read about crap.
No,
So that's
but
a
you
good
can
thing.
watch videos
You can check your
on,
email.
like, American Airlines in-flight video thing. Just
Yeah.
connect via your mobile device or iPad.
Huh. I never did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have like 3 videos you can watch. Star Wars one of them right now.
Yeah. I'll probably do it. I'm flying today on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Good luck.
Bum, bum.
Hope you don't have
Bum.
TSA problems.
Yeah, I hope not.
That's
so that's a
shitty.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
that I
that is
learned
a
about
big thing.
today
Like-
because you just told me about it.
There's a video that was on. It was number 1 on Reddit last night called "What the fuck TSA? What the fuck?"
It's just getting started.
And it's Chicago. Apparently, there's like
This is just.
it's not like a
start.
strike, but apparently, and this is what I get from reading the comments on Reddit. The TSA as a whole is upset because they're not getting overtime that they want, and so they've decided instead of like striking, they're gonna because I guess they get to choose where they allocate resources. So they're allocating all the resources to pre-check lines and not regular lines. Like somebody saw it in Denver yesterday that they had 20 lanes open on the 2 sides. 12 of them were for pre-check and 8 were for normal.
Ugh.
I just don't know how that's going to work at some airports.
does- apparently it doesn't.
If you're at LAX, like you'd have to go down the stairs or like down the lift.
Oh,
and
you
stuff.
You saw that video of Chicago Midway yesterday that was like 1,000 people long and the guy
Yeah.
kept going.
The guy had to
One-
go through like 16 fucking hallways.
One time,
What if
guy
you're on
kept
an
going.
escalator, but you were in a line? You just
I'm
have to
sure he
keep
told
the
this
tread
story.
rolling?
I'm sure he told this story in past podcasts. But one time we were connecting through. We were going to the airport in San Jose. Gus and once I maybe Bernie and Matt and I were leaving an event, and we got in. We checked in and we followed the line. And we followed the line out of the building and into the parking lot. I'm not kidding. Into the covered parking lot. And then we were in front of this family. And at one point we were walking forward slowly. And at one point. A little kid goes, "Hey, Mom, isn't that our car?" And she's like, "Yes, son, it is." And we realized that they were behind their car in the parking lot. It was so bad.
They were closer when
Fuck.
So yeah, it can happen. And that was
awful.
yeah.
Let's
everyone's
hope it
just
doesn't
gonna-
happen to me
That
today,
video,
though.
I don't know if you guys can find
you
it,
should leave.
but
I'm
that
gonna
video
leave right after this podcast.
Where'd you go?
is insane.
I'm going to LA. I'm going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter this weekend
That's awesome.
for.
Have a butter beer for me, pal.
I will, Lil J. I absolutely will. I'm going for my anniversary.
Just you and Lizzie?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not gonna invite Andy to your anniversary.
No.
Your Andyversary.
It's actually funny because he's going home on Sunday because he's finally going to graduate.
Oh.
Hey.
You have to go home to do that?
Yeah, it's a graduation ceremony.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
they're not gonna fucking
put the hat
bring
on.
it to you.
The thing.
I mean, like, can you graduate without attending
I'm
that?
sure he could.
If
but
anyone,
he's not going
if
to.
anyone I've ever met deserves his GED, it's that guy.
Listen, five years in college, he got it done.
Yeah, you did.
He has to go to his graduation and do something funny. I always try to do weird things in my graduation.
What'd you do?
Did
you stand on top of somebody else with an overcoat and you're like, look, I'm regular Jeremy?
Kind of. But
Fucking vicious,
so
man.
it's
Jeff's
the
coming live.
college one. I didn't do anything too bad. I bought a flower that was like this big, and then walked up to the head of my college, who was like, up there, and he'd shake your hands and everything, and I put it in his lapel as I was up there, and I was like, "This is for you," on him, and walked away. And for the rest of the graduation, he had a flower.
He kept
this
it?
he kept
That's
it. It was like
commitment.
flower this big on it. But in high school, I installed a bunch of things in my hat, and like the party popper confetti shooters in my hat.
Oh my god.
And I hung some yarn off of my hat, so it just looked like I had shit like hanging out because everyone decorated their hats. But 4 of them were attached to the little strings. So I walked up to the front to grab my diploma, and it was my vice principal at the top to hand it to me. And he saw me grabbing the things, and he literally just went, "What are you about to do?" Like really quietly.
Are you?
They pulled the things, and they all shot off into the air.
That's
All the
awesome.
confetti.
That
It's pretty
could,
funny.
that could be a precarious situation where someone runs up to you like this, and you're about to pull some
Well,
strings.
that's why I
It's
think
like,
he was like, is
Jimmy's
he-
like, you're gonna die, motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like, is he gonna do something funny or kill me?
right.
Just kill himself. Imagine if everyone did that. It'd be like that scene out of Kingsman. Just everyone's heads exploding at once.
Dude, that was colorful.
That was colorful.
Yeah. I bet it wasn't that way originally.
I bet it wasn't.
My cousin too, when he graduated, he used to have really long dreadlocks. I know it sounds weird for my family, but he did.
So he
Yeah.
accidentally pulled one of them.
He
I forgot these were attached.
like so obviously that takes a long time.
Turns
to
out it was a
grow.
wig the whole time.
Yeah. So obviously that takes a long time to grow, like to have that much hair and everything. So he had it all through high school, and then the last day of high school he shaved his head, and then he stapled all of his
That's
dreadlocks to the
awesome.
inside of his hat.
Ah.
So when he went up, he had all the dreadlocks, and then he got up on the stage and threw his hat like away. So he was just bald on the top.
Have you ever seen
my
videos
family
where
likes to do shit.
like a dad who's had a beard for the entirety of his kid's life will just shave it off? Like if the kid's like 2, they'll just shave all his beard, and then the kid like doesn't recognize him and starts crying.
Yeah.
There's loads of
I've
videos
seen
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
It's
know.
kind of like cute in a way, but also
Dude,
sad.
did you ever see the photos of fucking Adam Ellis when he had dreadlocks?
Yeah.
He had dreadlocks?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, like down to his back.
Oh
I think
God.
he had him. I
Yeah.
think he had him the first time I met him at PAX, actually.
Yeah. What? That's just like you telling you
Gilby!
talking about he's not back there.
Griffin had dreadlocks once.
A couple times, yeah. Not down to her back, though. Or Adam Ellis's back, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
It's
really
weird,
weird.
though. Like you can't wash him anymore. Well, you can, but like you can't get them wet.
You gotta use, like, a special, like, dreadlock soap stuff. That's basically you just, like...
It's a lot of fucking work.
It's like a de-stinker.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
get stinky?
Yeah?
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
that's what you're
clean.
saying.
Yeah.
I
They're
was just saying because you can't really wash them.
So you just kind of
Yeah,
rinse
'cause
them.
they're like
just
de-stink
lumps of
them.
hair, you know.
Yeah.
It's like-
And they can't be de-dreaded. They just have to be cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the ideal hairstyle
You should do
Well,
it.
for you,
For me.
for some people, Jeremy.
for most.
How much for you
people.
to do it for a year?
I mean, the
I
thing
think I could even
it
get my
is-
hair that
yeah,
long.
growing
I'm
it would
losing
be-
the hair I have now.
You're losing your hair?
Oh yeah.
So...
Oh yeah, the whole time.
The best case
Oh,
of...
head of hair. What are you
No,
talking
I
about?
The best case of dreadlocks I've ever seen.
Shut the fuck up. He's about to fight you.
One of my favorite bands is this band called Black Flag.
Yeah.
And
I've heard of him.
yeah, and I have a Black Flag tattoo. That's right. Yeah, the original lead singer Keith Morris, who was also in a band called Circle Jerks, and he's in a band called Off now. And he's also in the remake of Black Flag called Flag. Anyway, I saw him play a couple times in the last year. He's getting like he's got to be pushing 50, but he's still fucking awesome and still can sing and like he jump around the stage. He's got really great energy.
Better than
but
Rollins?
he's had Rollins was the worst Black Flag singer by far. I like him, but he was the worst. He's always had dreads this whole time for like 30 years, whatever, and he still has them. But when he leans over, he's fucking bald right here.
Oh, but he
but
kept
he's still got the dreads.
That's how
And
you
it's
keep your
so
hair.
hard to look at. You're like, oh.
You imagine like comb over with a dread. You just,
Yeah, it's like he's got like a dread. It's like that.
Oh, that would look so weird.
Let me see if I can find
But like with dreadlocks, you feel like you could just take one and do like a swirl.
The swirly.
Yeah. Don't go. You don't want to go too far because then it look like a poop
Like
swirl.
you've got a soft serve on your head.
You gotta give it the little curl at the top. They teach you how to do. I worked at a place. You had to like soft serve, and they're like, yeah, you gotta go, and then you gotta give it a little. So it had like a little curl
Yeah.
at the top.
I always
They're like,
mess
otherwise,
it
just
up.
throw it out.
If I ever get froyo, I always mess up like the ending of it. So it's like, yeah, it looks really good, and then it just goes like, it's gone over the side.
And then you just dump it out and try again.
I'm
Yeah.
not wasteful, Jeremy.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're absolutely wasteful, you piece of shit.
I mean,
So,
aggressive.
in preparing for the wizarding world of Harry Potter, I watched.
So what is that? Like a theme park?
It's in Universal. They have the
Oh,
one.
it's
They have the
like-
one in Orlando, Universal Studios, and
Yeah.
then they just opened the one in LA.
And they
like
just like
2
made a
months
bunch
ago.
of like.
Oh yeah,
Harry
they have like
Potter crap.
Hogwarts, and they have like the fucking Hogsmeade Village and shit.
So is
and,
it
like,
as
all-
big as
all
the
that
one in
shit.
Florida?
I
Or
don't
is
think
it
it's as
smaller?
big.
It's
I don't
scaled
think it's
down.
as big,
Okay.
but
Can't
it's
really
it's
see
new,
through it.
which is nice.
Oh god.
But yeah, we're going Saturday and Sunday, so I'm just gonna fuck around. Gonna buy a cloak, wear one of
You
those
can buy
fucking
one?
things.
Yeah, they have a store you can buy.
I'll
them.
probably buy one. I mean, I
Does
have.
John Hurt work there selling ones?
I don't think so. Ollivander's shop is supposed to be there. He's probably not in it. I did see there was a review on, I don't remember which park it was, if it was the one in LA or Orlando, but someone was talking about the wand shop, and they were like, oh, it's really cool. You know, you go in, and I guess there's like I don't know if it's kind of like a tour thing where there's like so many people at a time kind of deal, because I guess there's like a little show, and they'll like pick someone to come out, and then they'll do the wand thing like in Harry Potter where the wand chooses you and like papers start blowing around the room and shit like that. So the guy was talking about it, and he's like, it's really cool, but you know, just to let you know now, they usually choose kids for that stuff. and then he had in parentheses, which is fine, but still, like, you know, I would have liked to do it.
Jesus Christ.
That's awesome.
So you've been watching all the movies again?
Yeah, I watched every single one from Sunday till
Which is
last
the-
night.
I've only seen up to 6. Which is the best one?
4.
I
5.
like 3. 3's pretty goddamn good, and that's when it starts like getting a little dark. 4 they really get into it. I like all the ending ones, like 6, 7, and 8. The only thing that sucks about 6 is they took like a huge chunk out of the book right near the end. I don't really care about the differences in the book because they're not that big a difference. It's not like Game of Thrones. It's basically anything not in the movies is like, well, yeah, they don't have time for all that shit, so they cut it out. But like the 6th one, the biggest thing is like the 6th one's supposed to end with some big battle at the school, and it just doesn't happen. There's like, it's just not in the movie, so it's kind of hard. And that and the 6th one is called the Half-Blood Prince, and there's literally no fucking mention of the plot line for the Half-Blood Prince in any way, shape, or form throughout the whole movie. And then at the end, Snape's just like, oh, it's me. And then we're like, oh, what?
I was sad that they cut out all the great Fred and George stuff from the 5th one.
Oh, with them like
Terrorizing the school.
yeah.
and the whole thing,
They all lumped all that into like one
Yeah.
scene. Of,
And that was like half the book.
we're out of here, and then
Yeah.
we left. The 5th one was so fucking long, though. It was like 760 pages. It was the longest book in the entire series.
I like the shape of Daniel Radcliffe's head better in the early ones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I think his head is like...
His head looked like it fit his body as a kid. But
Yeah.
then when his hair got short and he like pubertized and stuff, he looked like a little cube.
I think he's primo in the 3rd one and even the 6th one. And then his head's bigger and his hair's too long in the
Have
7th.
you seen the trailer for that new movie he's in, the Swiss Army
Oh my
Man?
god, it
Where
looks
is the farting corpse?
incredible.
That was
That's
the one.
so weird.
That
I
was
can't
the one
wait to
where
see that.
people were at, because I was at Sundance, people were walking out of the screening of that because they just
It looks
didn't get it.
fucking bizarre.
Some people were like, it was great, and other people
Yeah.
were like, he's
It
a dead farting.
won
guy.
an award
Yeah.
at
was at
Sundance.
Sundance, yeah.
I'm not sure what it won, but
Weirdest.
it's fucking
most farts in the
bizarre.
movie.
It's
Yeah.
just like a dude that finds, I guess it's like a dead body, or the guy's like gonna kill himself.
I think he's
or
like
something.
washed up on a deserted island or something maybe.
Yeah, like this dude's about to hang himself, and then he
so
sees
weird.
Daniel Radcliffe's dead body wash up on shore.
And
I
he
guess
does,
he's
like,
not.
everything
He's
with
not
the body.
supposed to be
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe. He's just some dude. But like the guy's crazy, so the body's talking to him, and he just carries the corpse around with him, Weekend at Bernie style, but doing ridiculous,
Like he
impossible things.
He turns him into a machine gun where he
yeah,
shoots
he's like
shit out of
he's
his
shooting
mouth.
fish, and then like
He
like,
rides him like a dolphin.
He rides
at
him like
some
a
point.
dolphin through the ocean. There's like a log in front of him, and he pulls his arm back like a fucking like a chopping action figure, and he chops a log in half.
Yeah.
That's the whole movie. He like shoots a grappling hook out of his mouth or something. Like that's the whole movie. Is this dude carrying Daniel Radcliffe's corpse? He's a corpse.
And he just
but like,
farts
but the
constantly.
corpse just talks and he farts
You
and
gotta-
shit. But he'll just be like, yeah,
You gotta
I agree.
appreciate Radcliffe for doing just such weird crap.
That's like
Yeah.
all
Like,
he
he
does.
immediately did like the naked horse.
Well, where do
play.
you
Yeah,
where do
yeah.
you go from that? You gotta break
Equus.
free from that shit. He did the 1-2 horn or whatever. He turns into the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Mr. Dursley were in that play.
Oh,
The
really?
guy from Harry Potter is fucking his
The giant dude?
Yeah, his fat ass
Yeah.
uncle. Yeah, he was in that movie with him. He's
Wasn't
like,
that
I've
guy-
just been following him to see the dong.
He played the horse.
Wasn't that guy a Naked Gun?
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Like really old.
You're
Yeah,
British.
I think you might be right.
You know British people.
Yeah. Because it was the first one with the Queen, right?
I honestly, I get them all
Well,
confused
like
so
Reggie
much.
Jackson is gonna
Yeah.
assassinate the Queen, the whole thing. Yeah. I just
Then
watched
they-
that not too long ago with Millie.
Then they threw that other dude in from Hot Fuzz. He was a minister for like 2 seconds, wasn't he? Wasn't he in Hot Fuzz? That guy
In which movie?
in 7 and 8. Not.
Bill Nye?
Jim
Yes,
Broadbent?
yes. Bill Nye. Yeah, wasn't he in Hot Fuzz?
Science guy.
Was he in Hot Fuzz for like 2
You mean
seconds?
Bill Nye?
Bill Nye.
Nye?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
wasn't
was
he
in
in Hot
Hot
Fuzz for like
Fuzz,
2 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was in Shaun of the Dead, and that's why he
Yeah.
cameoed
Yeah.
in the other.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
His fingers are stuck like that.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah, he
really?
has like some condition where
Oh.
he lost his ring and pinky on both hands. They just curl inwards, so you can only do this. And once you notice
He
that,
doesn't have those fingers?
no, he has them. They're just like this.
Oh.
So you'll notice it now, and then when you see him in a film,
Huh.
he's
He'd be
always
a
like,
great puppeteer.
I didn't know that.
Or he'll
Yeah.
shoot a
Yeah,
gun.
It's
he
like
plays-
a very specific condition that targets 2 fingers.
He plays the Minister of Magic for 8 seconds in the 7th movie.
Huh. There's a lot of people from Hot Fuzz.
Well,
and
yeah,
Harry Potter.
fucking in the 6 and 7, Slughorn. He plays Nick Frost's father in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
What's his name? I
Jim
don't know.
Broadbent.
That's the actor's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
You're,
in.
you're British. You got it all up there.
What's the Ewan McGregor movie?
There's a lot of them.
The singing one.
Oof, we're in
Oh,
rough,
Moulin
we're in
Rouge.
rough
He's in
territory.
that.
for
Oh yeah, he plays the
Jeremy.
dickhead.
He's like the one who's like
Yeah. Oh no, he plays the awesome guy. Yeah.
the one that's like nuts. but-
Vroom vroom vroom.
Yeah,
That guy.
I was
don't
like,
know how
I
else to
watched that
describe
movie
him.
recently. I was like, is that Jim Broadbent?
Oh.
Doing all this I've only seen him play like super somber characters, and in that he's just like all over the place.
I watched that movie like 2 years ago, and I found out that it's amazing, and I love that movie.
You like that movie?
Yeah,
I
Moulin
thought it was
Rouge.
okay.
I was into it.
Sorry.
It was like it was cool.
Yeah,
Visually
from
cool.
what I thought was gonna be a rotten piece of shit that I'll never watch in my entire life, I watched it.
I
and
can
was like,
imagine you watching it like this. You're like,
That's
and then you're
basically
like-
how it started. Right.
That's how I
Yep.
discovered my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
I got forced into it.
Yep.
And I was like, fucking, oh my god.
That
this
was
is
me
good.
with Moulin Rouge. Like, it's probably not
Yeah.
as good, but like the fact that I thought it was gonna be the worst time of my life ever in existence, I'm like, this okay, it was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I did not like the music video, attached to the song.
With,
That's all I had to base it on.
Christina Aguilera and
Christina
Lil' Kim
Aguilera,
and who else
and
is
all
in that?
them. I saw that and I was like, that's what the movie's gonna be like. I don't like that at all. It wasn't like that at all, actually. It's pretty good. Yeah. Good times.
Movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Lil
Yeah.
J.
Dude.
Did you go from subject to subject? You're just like,
I was like, I don't know who half these
What?
people are. Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter, probably.
yeah, you got it. You got it, man. You nailed it. I would say
Who's
they.
Hagrid?
What do you mean who's
Say,
Harry?
I
He's a
don't know.
giant.
I don't know his name either. I know it's the dude from fucking James Bond.
Yeah, it's Robbie
Which is
Coltrane.
funny because he's this big. He's tiny as shit.
Yeah,
But he's
like
all big.
There was
He's
a lot of
Hagrid.
people watching the new James Bond film when we were on the flights to Taiwan.
Spectre?
Yeah. I watched Star Wars
Not great,
4 times.
Spectre.
I'm not-
that movie. I was
Okay.
so excited for. I was like,
yeah.
And then what?
I just
And then you
5
saw
out
it.
of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
not great.
I'll give it
seems
a
like
6.
when you become Bond, you do your best movie, and then it's just like, at least with Skyfall, it was like,
I agree.
because the
Casino
Quantum
Royale
of
was the
Bollocks
best.
Was awful.
Quantum of
terrible,
Bollocks was
terrible.
awful. Skyfall was pretty good.
Yeah, it was better.
And then,
But
Spectre
same
was
with-
like, meh.
Same with Brosnan. He's like, Goldeneye was a solid movie.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies, for some reason, he aged like 10 years in 2 years somehow. And then the last one, I wish that one hadn't even been made.
And then you
Wow.
even left one out because he made 4.
Yeah, I left out The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
Every
Not
time
even
I
worth
looked
mentioning.
over at someone watching it, like, because I didn't watch through it, but every time I looked over at someone was watching, it was always the scene where he was fighting Batista, like that big wrestler guy, and he was like,
Yeah,
getting
you're thinking of
shoved.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was very surprised with his performance in that movie, because like normally,
I think everyone was.
besides,
it was pretty funny.
Besides Dwayne Johnson, a wrestler has never done a good job in a movie. I feel like.
But they're actors normally, though, aren't they?
John Cena is great in everything.
John Cena
Yeah.
is so good in that Trainwreck movie.
Yeah.
He's so funny. In
He's
that.
Yeah,
even
was
better
he
in
in
he's
that?
even better in Sisters.
He's fucking great in Sisters. As the
He's
drug
fucking
dealer.
great.
He's-
Like she's like, so, do you got any kids? And he's like, sure I do. His delivery's so great there.
He's just so like.
He's also in the Daddy's Home. He's pretty funny at the end of
he's-
Daddy's Home.
Yeah.
Way better in comedies.
He, like,
Yeah.
sacks off
Then
Marvel,
like
but-
we don't need fucking shit like the Marine.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He was in the
You
Marine.
know,
and
just
it
like
was-
generic action schlock crap.
He's great in comedy.
But him in comedies, he's fantastic.
What did you think of that
in
Daddy's Home
comedies.
movie?
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as the other guys, but it was worth watching.
Yeah. I like those two.
They're
together.
funny together.
Although that CG of the bike going through the house.
Yeah,
is, like,
that was
dog.
terrible.
That was bad.
I feel like they should have already made one more movie together. Like they should be a comedy
Yeah.
duo that.
It should be like Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, or like Sandler or not Sandler, David Spade and Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Right? Like they should have.
David
They
Spade
should.
and Sandler are making that new movie though. Did you see that?
Yeah,
That
the
new
Netflix movie. Yeah.
Is Rob Schneider in it?
No, it looks not like the worst thing in the world.
I'll
be
say it
honest.
again. I didn't think Ridiculous 6 was terrible. It was
I didn't see
worth
it.
watching. I
didn't
watched the
see
whole
it.
thing.
Okay.
I laughed a few times.
I'll even
it
say,
wasn't
like-
good.
Did you
but
watch
like,
Daddy's Home on a plane? Or did you actually go out and watch it?
No, I watched it at home on
It
like
was also
Xbox
on the
Video.
Taiwan plane. I saw Craig
I
was watching
pretty
that.
much just exclusively watched the plane movies.
I don't know that
I
it
watched
was
every Pixar.
I don't think Daddy's Home is. I don't think Daddy's Home was like go to a movie theater good.
No.
But if
it's
like
not.
bored on a Thursday night and want to watch comedy, it was fine.
I can't remember the name of it, the new one coming out. But like, if you're gonna say you saw the trailer for Ridiculous 6 and the movie was actually okay, I'm hoping this movie's actually like it. This trailer
I mean, it's a
looked
bad,
okay.
it's a bad movie, and Adam Sandler's the worst part of it. But
Is he really?
Terry Crews is
I mean, it
funny,
happens.
and like everybody else, you know, it's got a funny supporting cast.
This is like a rated R movie with Adam Sandler and David Spade on Netflix,
Yeah.
and it's like it looks kind of funny.
Does he make
Well,
more
he-
money through Netflix? Do you
He
think?
got
well,
a
they
really
did like a 6-movie deal. with
four
it.
movie
Oh,
deal.
is it 4? Okay.
They
How
they
much
haven't
did he make?
announced how much how much he got, but it was a lot of money. It was enough for him to stop making movies.
I think it's like Howard Stern money.
Yeah, I think so.
It would have
It was
to
the
be for
smartest
6
deal ever. I feel like we've talked about it before, but like Netflix just looked at their algorithm and said Adam Sandler movies are watched significantly more than any other film in the history of Netflix.
Let's just get Adam Sandler.
Let's get Adam Sandler to make movies. And then within the first month, Ridiculous 6 was the most watched film in the history of Netflix. So it worked.
Because we're still in that phase where like a movie just for Netflix is like special still.
Well,
It's like, oh, dude, they
I
made it, and it's like real people in it.
I
That's
think
why-
a movie like that is partially to drive new signups, but mostly probably to retain customers.
I wonder if
like
it-
they're in a customer retention phase.
Yeah,
for the
'cause
most
there's so
part.
much
with
other
Netflix right
competition now.
Yeah.
I wonder if it pisses off other actors who want to keep movies alive and keep cinema alive, and whether they just won't work with Sandler anymore because he's just like straight to home. You
They
don't have
don't.
to leave.
They don't need to work. I mean, he doesn't need them.
Yeah.
It does kind of work for Netflix though. With the model too, is like if you walk away from the movie like, it was alright. And like it's free. You already have.
You don't
Netflix.
feel like-
it's already there. You didn't
Yeah,
go
you don't
anywhere.
feel
You're in a
like-
house. It's just like,
Yeah.
You don't want to like a portion of your monthly Netflix payment to be like
right,
refunded.
right.
Netflix.
It's totally different to go to the theaters and watch a movie and not like it, not enjoy it, not
Yeah.
think your time was worth it, and blah 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 blah. I don't doubt for a second that I could watch if you think it's okay. Like I could watch Ridiculous 6, and I would probably be less annoyed with it than Batman v Superman. Because I went to the movies and I saw that and I
For
sat
like
there for
3
3 hours and
yeah.
I'm like,
That was
fuck.
your evening.
You know, whatever. This, I throw it on in the background. It's like, whatever.
And if you're 10 minutes in, you're like, nope. You know, it's like
Right.
no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a week.
do it.
Fill
We
my bladder
we
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman v Superman.
Still haven't seen it.
It's just no point.
Yeah.
There's really no point until the next one comes out. And if you want any sort of backstory of like the Justice League movie, it's just there's nothing I can point to. We're like, you gotta see this part. It's like, dude, they talk, then the scene changes and some other stuff happens. You know, then there's Batman.
Do you think that
I think I'd rather just watch Gotham.
Like I guarantee you,
Gotham.
Gotham stuff
I
happens.
haven't watched it. It looks great. I really
It's fun.
want to.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm a season behind, but I watched all season 2. It was really good.
That's what Marvel's got going for them. Like, besides the 85 movies that they've made now, so they just have so much backstory that they can get away with, where they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to waste time in the movies doing it. It's like, nah, you saw the other movies. They're just fun.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fun movies.
Like
It's like I
Civil-
want to have fun at the movies.
Yeah,
Like,
Civil
for
War
fuck's sake.
shouldn't have worked. Did you see it?
Yeah,
And you saw it, Joe?
I'm gonna
No?
see it this weekend.
Civil War was fucking
We'll take
great.
It was
Really
amazing, and
It's great.
It shouldn't have worked with that many people that all need their own
right,
setting
and
up.
they
But
did it.
They did it perfect.
How long is it?
2 hours and 40 minutes, I think.
That's pretty long.
It does not feel its
No,
length at
not
all.
at all.
At least the first time watching it. You know what I mean? Because there's action, there's talky, but like I sat through it fine. Granted, I also saw it at 9 in the morning.
Does
It's
it-
totally different seeing it at night.
Does it end on a cliffhanger?
Not really.
No?
It
Is
leaves
there a
it
resolution?
open.
It leaves
There's
some things
resolution.
open,
It opens, but I wouldn't say it's a cliffhanger.
Do they? So I'm not sure where they're going with this, but do they resolve the Civil War plot line, or is it going to carry on to the other
To
movies?
an
Kind of,
extent,
sort of.
Stay after the credits.
Okay.
Yeah,
After the credits is a very like sum
It's-
upbeat.
I-
Because
yeah.
I got the impression when they announced it, because knowing how big that story is, that would have to carry over to the next Avengers movie. It would carry over to the next Iron Man
think it
movie.
will.
I'd say
extent.
there's definitely like ramifications of this movie that's gonna carry over to the next movie, but it's not like tune in next time and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
It's
Millie
not
to
one
see
of
it.
those fuckers. It's no Hunger Games 2 where it's like
It
it's
is
over,
left-
get out.
It is left a little open ended. I think the movie could have been a little better if it wasn't. I mean, it's a Captain America film. It's
Right.
about Captain
I
America.
mean,
like,
it's
not about
quote
Iron
unquote
Man
a Captain
and
America film, but
America.
it's an Avengers movie. I
Like,
mean,
you know,
it is.
like, yeah, when you see it,
It's
kind of
better
billed
than
as,
Age of
like-
Ultron. It's better than the second Avengers.
Oh, yeah,
easily,
by far.
easily.
By
Really?
far.
Easily.
Did you not like Age of Ultron?
I thought it was okay. I
liked
liked
it
it.
a lot.
I wasn't
it was-
in the
I-
I like
yeah.
it a lot.
I thought it was
so-
alright.
So yeah, I was alright. I was okay. I saw it and was like, not as good as the first one. But I liked it.
I thought it was better than the first
It
one.
was awesome.
I think you're in the minority there.
Yeah.
In Civil War, Paul Rudd was awesome.
Yeah, he was kind of like a
Ant-Man.
small part.
Yeah,
but
he was a small part, but
everybody
everything he
worked
said
great
was
in
just
there.
funny. Like, he was
Yeah.
just really funny.
Another thing like breakaway from this movie, fucking Scarlet Witch was fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Like she was kind of whatever.
Elizabeth Olsen.
She was like meh in Age of Ultron, just like oh she's there with her brother, but like she was a fucking shining character in this movie.
She was.
Really.
This movie was carried, I will say, by a lot of the supporting staff.
Scarlet Witch and Vision played a bigger role in it.
Sup?
I think he did in Ultron.
I'm not-
Yo.
I just saw Gav walk by to go to the bathroom, so I waited for him to come back to give me a hug, and then he
Uh-huh.
gave
Dude,
me a podcast.
I
you
still don't
go.
know the bathroom code, it turns out. I had to go far.
Oh, that's funny. Did you see Civil War?
Yeah,
What'd you
loved
think of it?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think best Avengers film ever.
Even better than the first one.
Yes.
It was very good, I will say.
was
Every
Maybe
character
after
worked.
seeing Batman v Superman, it was like even better though.
It's true.
So-
That's
Yeah.
really
Do you
true.
think that was deliberate, Batman vs Superman? It was just to raise.
I don't think so. somebody gonna get fired if that was deliberate.
Also, Spider-Man, extremely well done in Civil War.
yeah, he's like
Although,
6 days
A
old.
little bit annoying.
Yeah?
A little, but I think Spider-Man is kind of annoying, right?
Yeah, he is. He's very quippy and, like, you know.
No, wait, Iron Man, I'm
But
so good.
he's also like fucking not established Spider-Man.
True.
Like he just started and he
This
didn't know
is
what
it.
the hell he's
What do you
So
doing.
think
that
about
makes
Brent?
me wonder.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks great, right?
It looks real shitty.
So it makes me-
Why is his aunt like 10 years old? His aunt is so.
Yeah,
young.
that's
Because
not-
he's a baby.
Aunt May
So
is
young.
fucking young.
Aunt May's fucking Marissa Tomei.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know who that is, but
No.
we know who that is.
Marissa Tomei. She was in
Oh God.
A lot of stuff.
Jeremy.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Wasn't she in that?
That's
she the-
such a like an. I don't even know if he's right or not. I would never pull that.
She's in My
movie.
Cousin
No,
Vinny.
no,
one of the
I'm thinking of
cast
the wrong
members.
person. I'm thinking of
So,
the wrong person.
you know,
I
Rescue
She
Me.
was in Untamed Heart.
She fucked.
I'm
She's
thinking
in
of, I think I'm thinking of
Wrestler.
Sally
She fucked.
Field.
I think of the old Aunt May that
what's
hated
his
being
name?
Aunt May.
She's in
Yes,
Sein-
that's who I'm thinking of.
She was
Thinking
in
of the other Aunt
Seinfeld?
May.
I hated it.
Yeah,
She
she said
fucked
she was
Dennis
like,
Leary a
oh, it
lot
was a
in
really
Rescue Me.
shitty
Yeah.
role, and I only did it because my friend was retiring.
I'm thinking of Aunt May from the last one. Not this Aunt
Yeah,
May.
that's not
All right,
Marissa
that's fine.
Tomei.
Love you.
No,
But
They even like point. Though I will say though, they even like basically
cool.
break the fourth wall and like point that out in the movie how young she is.
Oh, really?
Because they were like Tony Stark meets her, and he's like, "This is my aunt," and she's like, "All right, pretty young for an aunt," or something like that. And then somebody even has a line of like, "Ants come in all shapes and sizes."
Didn't they date?
Yeah.
Boom.
In the
Yeah.
past,
Who
Downey Jr. and her.
did they?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be.
Yeah, I
sur-
think
I
that was,
would
like,
be
why
surprised
that
if
line
they
was in there.
dated and not like he just plowed her.
So
'Cause I imagine that's what.
I mean, she was Marissa Tomei was on top of the world for a while
Dude,
back
she's
in the early
hot.
90s.
She's still hot.
She's still hot. Super
She
hot.
fucking looks great.
She was
in that movie.
naked in the
How
wrestler.
old is she? Like 50?
She's been
She's
late
probably
40s.
around there.
She was a stripper in the wrestler.
I will say for people going like, she looks fucking young. She looks great as Aunt May.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for Peter. You know,
Yeah.
gives him something to look at.
Yeah.
Good
Gives him something to
movie.
look at.
I was peeing, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Meg also enjoyed it. She thought Spider-Man was kind of annoying though.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah. Hey Gavin.
Yeah.
You know that great idea you have?
Yup.
The one you've been sitting on?
Oh.
Shlomo?
he's
What's it
sitting on a
called?
stool.
The Shlomo guy.
The one everyone agrees is amazing. That's not true. But now what? Time to get your idea out to the world with your own professional quality website, blog, or online store. That's why I want to share how easy it is to get started with Weebly. Weebly was created for people with the courage to start their own business and dream to be their own boss. And you don't need to be a web designer or know how to code to create a fantastic website. I was very impressed with the wide variety of professionally designed, mobile-friendly themes to choose from. Then simply drag and drop to quickly build and publish your site. It's that easy, and you can customize, update, and change your site anytime on any device. Creating a fantastic website shouldn't get in the way of your dreams. Join the over 30 million people who are already dreaming big with Weebly. Get started today for free at Weebly.com/offtopic. That's Weebly.com/offtopic. You can start for free. You don't know how to make a website? Go to Weebly. You click buttons. It's like, I want that, I want that, I want that. And then, boom, it's done for you.
I just received some information from Daniel Grushy.
Yeah?
The line wasn't bad. He said the one line was long, he just won, and the other one it was really short.
Okay, that's good.
Seems like no change there.
It's good news.
Excellent.
Good news about Dan, good news about the airport, good news about Weebly. We're all set.
Good news
I'm
all
just
around.
gonna throw this like Jeff.
Is that a Zelda thing?
What?
You sure?
This? No, this is a Digimon thing.
Oh, I thought it was
I
Pokemon.
thought it was like badges.
Yeah, I thought it was badges that I didn't recognize.
Do you want me to go through them all?
No.
or-
No.
We got the crest of courage,
No.
the crest of friendship.
Wait. Can you do it in less than 5 seconds?
No.
All right.
All right then.
There's
the answer's
10
no.
crests. How could
Can
I
you do it
ever?
in 10 seconds?
I mean, I can just yell them, probably.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Courage, friendship, love, knowledge, sincerity, reliability, hope, light, kindness, miracles.
I didn't time it, so maybe?
I probably did it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Kinda
I didn't like any of the words.
You got hung up around 4.
So, here's what.
The knowledge got me.
Yeah.
Because I want to say, like smartness or
Well,
intelligence
it's
or
like
something.
spectacles, isn't it?
Yeah, that's knowledge. Izzy, he knows all kinds of shit. Izzy also the voice of Kyle's mother in South Park.
Really?
Yeah, Kyle's mother from South Park has the crest of knowledge. So
Very
There
smart.
you go.
yeah,
good to
now
know.
You know. Now you know.
So, while we were on the topic of Civil War, they're coming out with a Spider-Man film now. Marvel is making a Spider-Man film. Do you think it will take place before or after Civil War? That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe
Are they gonna
during.
do an origin, or
Maybe
are they just
during.
gonna keep going?
I think they'd be stupid to do another origin
I
story.
think they would
They'd
as
be
well.
ridiculous to do
Like,
that again.
I think they could still do before and not do the origin story though, because that's kind of how he's introduced in this movie.
But
He
in
said
this
he
movie,
had the
he's only
powers
been
for
Spider-Man
6
for a couple.
months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
He's only had it for a very short period of
I just
time.
feel
Right, so
I
I'm
wanna-
saying they could start before he meets them, but
Right.
he's already
So
So
Spider-Man.
they did show Spider-Man.
I think it should take place after. I think we're all done with the
I don't think
fresh
this is-
new Spider-Man story.
I'm just saying, what's gonna
I'm
happen.
nervous because I don't want to accidentally say something that's too much of a spoiler.
Don't you dare.
But I think people already know this, that Spider-Man, it's kind of the debut of his suit. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Right? But they've showed that he has, this shitty other suit that he was using.
Right.
Before
he
the
was
movie.
he was still in shitty
I
suit
just don't.
mode.
I just
so
don't
I
think
wonder-
people would want to see a whole movie.
Yeah,
of
do
it.
they want to show a whole movie of him in this shitty
They
suit?
actually honestly,
No, like
in
I said,
this-
I can see them starting in the shitty suit and then being like, and then
They could
past
they
it.
could do it like the one thing they did right with the Incredible Hulk movie with Ed Norton
The montage,
is that they
right?
covered
exactly that.
his
That's what
origin
I'm
in the
thinking of.
montage at the beginning.
It's just like an
Yeah.
opening. He did this, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. All right, you got it.
I
That's
feel
what
like-
I'm thinking
I
they're
feel
gonna
like
do.
getting
Jeff,
the
we
suit-
touched there.
Yeah, we did.
Getting the suit is like the coolest part of every origin story. Like when Batman first puts the suit on, it's like he's Batman now. But that's all you need. You don't need the feelings and the emotion. You just want slap
skip
it on.
right by that.
Let's get to it. You're
I mean,
Spider-Man.
they did that in Civil War. It wasn't even his movie. Like,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
your suit.
Yeah. I mean, so I think that, it'd be dumb of them to do a whole.
Well, supposedly
nother
they
origin story.
they cut a lot of the Spider-Man role from that movie because of Black Panther. They wanted more.
Black Panther was awesome.
Well, that makes sense because he didn't have a movie.
Right.
Black Panther was done really well.
Is there not going to be a Black Panther movie?
There is.
They probably will
Okay,
now.
I'm just
There
saying
should
there's
be.
not yet.
Okay.
And he's a pretty major character in Civil War.
Civil War, the best thing about that is that at the end of the last Avengers movie, when it showed the new team, I was like, I don't give a shit about any of these people. Civil War did a great job of making me care about these new Avengers. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wing guy.
Falcon?
Falcon, yeah.
I like him, but I
Good.
couldn't give a toss at the end of.
He
the
was
last
great in
Avengers
Pain
movie.
and Gain.
He was.
He was in that?
Yeah. He was the third. He was the
Oh,
other dude in Pain
was
and Gain.
him?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Black Panther, they did a great job of giving him an origin for why he's Black Panther in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, but it made sense.
They were just like, here's who this guy is. Here's
Did they
what's happened
cover
to him, he's
Wakanda and the
Yep.
whole thing?
There's
Okay.
just,
Kind of,
I mean,
yeah,
the,
I mean,
the fucking. There's
much as he
probably
needed.
an hour of the movie is in Wakanda,
Oh, okay.
or I don't know, 40
Why haven't
minutes
you
or
seen
some
it?
shit.
Huh?
Why haven't you seen it?
Because he saw Keanu.
Oh, okay.
Well, I went out of town with Michael, and then the creatures and those guys
So
were going
you
to
up
watch
there
it.
in first class, enjoying that.
Twice.
Oh, and then
When you
also
were flying,
Did you just
how
all the
you
way
went
to
first?
Portland and then all the way home, and then Griffin and Millie didn't get in first class on the way home.
But you've always got to give up the seat to
And
your
I
wife.
tried to give my seat to Griffin, and she was like, "No, I don't want it." And then she just used it as fuel to shit on me for the rest of it. She's like,
God.
I'm like, "It's Mother's Day. I want you
Shit
to have the
fuel.
seat.
Yeah,
I'll sit with
Like,
Millie."
I
And she's
could
like,
take it, or I could have some ammo. For
No,
that.
she's exactly like that. She's like, I could take first class, but I don't really care about first class. What I do care about is just shitting in your throat.
in your throat.
Fuck, man.
Not
So,
down it. Or
I'm
on it,
paraphrasing.
In the
It
throat.
stays
Like her
there.
anus
So-
is in there with the throat.
Yeah. So I'm still feeling it. Yeah.
So,
So
Jeff.
you're gold now, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's nice. Thanks, Jeremy.
He's platinum.
Yeah, well, no shit. He's shooting for that executive, though. You're not platinum yet, Jeff. You're close.
45,000 miles.
I might get executive platinum. I might get it this year.
Do it.
Never had it before.
I think I can hit platinum this year.
I'm at 61,000 miles for the year.
When you told me the perk that comes with that, I thought it was so awesome. Say what the perk is.
Well, the top class is executive platinum.
It's 100,000 miles in a
100,000 miles in a year, which means you have no life and you suck at. Like,
Yeah,
being
you suck at
social.
living.
Being
You
in
suck
one
at living
spot.
and having-
Being anywhere.
You suck
yeah.
at having friends.
Yeah.
And you can basically get on any sold-out flight on American Airlines with 24 hours notice, and they will remove people from the flight to make room for you.
You talking about
I
executive
can't
platinum?
wait for you to do that for no reason.
I've seen Alan do it.
You have?
Yeah.
Does he get to like walk on the plane and be like off?
No, it's not like that.
You looked at me funny. See ya.
Alan
wife
somehow
can
is
stay.
like. Alan not only hits executive platinum, he does it on like every airline. He'll be like, "Oh, I've done it on American. Let's do it on United. Why not?"
Griffin and Millie lost. You know, there's like the 4 tiers of seats you can buy for legroom, or 3 tiers you can buy.
Yeah, like preferred and main cabin extra.
Griffin and Millie lost their whatever on a flight recently. They got bumped back for 2 executive platinum people. That bumped somebody out of first class, and then those people got those seats, and then they actually got refunded for the money they paid to get those seats. Yeah,
So that happens.
that's how it happens.
Woof.
I wasn't on that flight.
I love just being priority. It's great.
Well, that means you just don't have to worry about.
Your bag.
Like the only stressful part about boarding a plane is, will I have to gate check my
Yep,
bag?
it's the
Yeah,
worst.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're first on, it's like, yeah. I mean,
I'm actually bringing a suitcase because I could fit. I mean, like I'm wearing this today, and then I'm gonna be at the park Saturday. I'm gonna be in LA Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm leaving Monday morning.
bet the weather's great.
It's great. It sucks here. It's supposed to rain for like the next 6 days.
All week.
I
like the
can
rain.
fit that.
Have fun at 115 degrees. Something.
That's fine with me. It'd piss me off if I was in a fucking theme park though for 2 days on vacation and it rained.
Yeah, for theme parks, yeah. No good.
I can fit that in my backpack, but just because I'm usually always like take minimal amount of stuff, smallest bag. I hate carrying shit. I don't want bags. But like since we're going on vacation and it's for our anniversary, I was like, fuck it. I'm bringing a suitcase just because I know I'm gonna buy shit. I'm gonna buy a cloak.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy fucking
Like you're
wands
changing a
and
bag?
shit. No, God no.
Oh.
I'm just bringing an actual carry-on.
Get
Like,
a
I usually
Dumbledore,
just
like,
get a
lumpy
backpack.
wand.
That's it. What does that mean?
Like, isn't Dumbledore's wand have like? Isn't it all lumpy?
Well, it's not lumpy, for God's sakes. It's the fucking Elder Wand, okay? Is what you're referring to.
The lumpy one.
Okay, and I already own that one. So I don't
Oh,
need
I'm
that
sorry,
one,
I'm sorry.
alright? I would get something like Harry's wand or Voldemort's wand.
Your point there was like, well, first, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And 2, you're a moron.
Yeah, but I realized he was talking about the Elder Wand and called it the lumpy wand.
It's lumpy.
It's like Harry Potter and the Deathly
It
Hallows.
looks like some
and
kind
the
of
oldest
anal
brother
toy.
took the lumpy. It does look like an anal toy. Absolutely. It's anal beads crafted into a stick.
Right.
That's what it is.
What it looks like.
What's up?
So Dan flew into New York, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that right?
No, because we met in New York last week.
For the first time.
His flight out is also from New York, and I flew him to Austin in the meantime. I could only fly him back to New York to make it in time at like 9 a.m. this morning, and his flight out was like 5 p.m. So he had to wait like all day in the airport.
Right.
He just texted me saying his flight is delayed until 11:30.
Oh!
He's got like 9.5 hours in the
Well,
airport.
No.
It got delayed an extra. It got delayed 6 hours.
You know what that means? It hasn't left yet from the UK, basically.
You know what that means? He gets a day in New York City.
It's true.
Throw
in the
his
airport.
bag in a locker and take a
God.
cab into the
Can
city.
you do that? Can you just
Take-
leave the airport? and,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Why not?
Of course. So he'll burn like an
just
hour
have to
and a
come
half
back through
to get into
security.
the
And
city.
where's he at? JFK or LaGuardia?
JFK.
Yeah, it's about but probably somewhere between an hour and 20 and an hour and 40 minutes to
Yeah.
get into the city.
It's by far the worst. Like,
But that still gives him 6 hours to
I
dick
love,
around.
I love New York. I like just like, well, it's crazy. It's crazy big and tall. But just flying there sucks.
You know
the
what was
airport
great?
sucks, and getting out of the airport.
You
to the
spend
city
almost
sucks.
as much time in an Uber or cab
Yeah.
from JFK to where you're going
Oh, it's
than you
awful.
did on the plane to get there.
You know what was great? When I could walk to a train station 20 minutes from my house, get on a train that cost $12 round
like,
trip.
be in Manhattan.
I would be in Manhattan in 40 minutes.
That's
do
awesome.
people say in Manhattan or on Manhattan?
In
I guess
Manhattan.
yeah.
Let's say in there.
Sure. I guess.
Sure.
Ellis Island, that's the big one.
I was
You're on that shit.
That's pretty small. That
just in New York not too long ago. That's a cool city.
one. Yeah, I was there.
I like it a lot.
It was nice. The rate.
Dealing with the airport is
What was shitty? Rain?
Ooh.
Where'd you stay?
I stayed at the Standard.
Oh, how is it?
Lovely.
I haven't stayed at that one. I've only
It's,
stayed at one.
it's
in
one of
LA.
those like hipster douchebag hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than the Ace Hotel though.
It's like one of those
What's a
hipster
hip-
douchebag
What?
hotels that I always stay at.
what
everywhere
is
I
a
go.
common
hipster
people
douchebag
stay at.
Have I
hotel?
talked about on the podcast how much I hate the Ace Hotel? It's like 'cause it's
not
like
this
it,
one.
it tries to be like
Is that the one we stayed at in LA?
it's where you were chucking shit out the window into
Yeah,
the street. And I
That's where
wasn't-
Jack
and
jumped
I
into the
was-
pool.
Yeah, and I was taking
That
a-
was
I wasn't in the room.
Jeff.
So I was
Threw
taking
a
a break.
pencil out.
My God.
But
Could've
yeah,
killed
it
someone.
like tries to be all like cool, but it just ends up being like really annoying and like shit's all weird and it's
Like Spider-Man.
And like you go to check in and there's like really loud music playing down your ear hole and stuff like that. So I hate it, but for some reason I always get booked whenever I do a job in LA. I always end up at the damn Ace Hotel because it's like downtown and I guess convenient. Recently did a job in England, Ace Hotel London. I didn't know it was a chain. It is. It's exactly the same, and I stayed in that one too. I'm
Was
just
it
gonna
good?
do the rounds. Let's put
Did
like
you
a-
like it any better?
Nope.
I hate it. So I'm just going to stay in all of them. What do
But
you
I
mean
never,
do the
I never
rounds?
booked myself there.
Just say don't book me here.
I just didn't think it was a thing. Like, you know, you have your requirements.
There's a
for working on
standard
job.
downtown in LA. Stay there.
I would do it.
Yeah.
That's my preferred hotel now. But I can't be like, I always want to fly this airline, and I never want to stay in the Ace
Sure you
Hotel.
can.
Yeah,
I
why not?
already do that.
Why wouldn't
Important.
you?
I couldn't. You can.
You certainly could, Jeremy.
And
Not with
nobody,
that attitude.
nobody would ever
They'll
make
still
fun
put
of me
me in
for it
there,
or
though.
anything. We all get and understand and sympathize.
I don't think
I'm pretty happy. My hotel's like 15 minutes from the park. So I'm gonna sneak
That's pretty
on
awesome.
in Saturday.
So now you're just going to Harry Potter Land. You're not like going to go into the.
I mean, it's in Universal, so like I'm going into Universal, but I don't give a shit.
because
about
Universal and
anything
Disney
there.
are like
They got a
different, right? They're like they're their own.
they got a
have
Van
their own
Helsing
path,
Yeah,
like,
they're very
everything.
different.
haunted house you can check out.
What's that?
They got a Van Helsing haunted house.
If
you can check out.
if on the second day I'm done with the Harry Potterness, like I'm sure I'll check out other stuff, but that's the main focus of going.
It's actually, well, I don't know. It may be different, but Gus and I went there and it was not.
What, the Van
Not great.
Helsing or just the
No,
park?
just the park in
Yeah.
general.
Have
I
you ever
mean-
shoved
I mean, that was the
lumpy-
not the mummy day, and that
What?
was when the Asian
Have you
girl
ever
passed
shoved
out.
You
what?
ever shoved the lumpy wand up your ass?
Yeah.
No, I did whip it out though when we were watching the movies. I have the other
You're like
one.
flitting around the
Yeah.
living room.
I was like
I'm sure
Voldemort.
Andy was loving
I was
it.
like Voldemort. I was like this. And then I have the Marauders map as well. Mischief managed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I solemnly
understand
swear
that.
I'm up to no good. And then the map reveals itself.
Do you think you're the worst Brit?
Yeah, you suck,
Because I'm
dude.
not like mega into Harry Potter.
Mega,
just
you don't know
anything
anything about
British.
it.
Yeah.
I watched the movies. I read the first book.
Did you watch all the
Wow,
movies?
you read that whole book? It's just over 200
All
pages.
40 pages.
Griffin gave me that book.
Yeah.
I read the. I was interested because the American version is different. Not just the title, but like all the stuff is different too.
What do you
So
mean?
well, like they just Americanized it, like trash instead
Oh,
of rubbish
okay.
and stuff like that. So I was listening to the English audiobook as I was reading along to the American book, and it's very different. It's kind of interesting. It's not only interesting to me because I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I got a
Sorta
British.
lot of messages because I tweeted a few things about watching the series all week, and I was like, just watched The Sorcerer's Stone, now going on the Chamber of Secrets, and that was pretty much split down the middle of one being like, oh, sorry, you're gonna watch Chamber of Secrets because it's the worst one in all 8 of them.
it is.
Yeah, it's just like the most boring.
Is that number
the
2?
most
It's the
worthless,
one in the
yes.
bar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's the most worthless one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moaning Mud.
It's fine, but of the 8, it's just like, just get to the next one. But then the other half was, it's fucking Philosopher's Stone. I'm like, well, I mean, again, you know, it's not, because I live in America. It's not called that here. So then I took a picture of the fucking DVD, and I said, take that, not America. And like, I just tweeted it.
Did they change the movie name too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The movie is called Sorcerer's Stone, and then even people were like, "So what did they do? They just like dubbed over it in the movie?" I'm like, I mean, no, they fucking
wanted two
filmed
versions.
it 2 different ways. They were like, "He said Sorcerer's Stone." It's like, all right, well, I would agree with you there. If the name of the movie was the Sorcerer's Stone, but they said Philosopher's Stone the whole movie, and they just like dubbed it, that would be fucking idiotic. But it's like that's what it's called. They filmed all those scenes.
It's
That's
not
just
like
what
it
I'm gonna
changes-
call it. I'm not.
It's not like it changes the. Imagine if it's like in England it was Lord of the Rungs, and it was just like the thing from a ladder. Like,
Right.
The whole plot was
Right.
changed.
Right. I mean, it's the
It's
exact
not like
same
that.
movie. They just say Sorcerer's Stone instead of Philosopher's Stone. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Sorcerer makes more sense to me anyway.
Don't say that. He is a
worst
bad
Brit.
Brit.
Yeah.
Worst.
It's like
Brit.
people were outraged by it, and then I guess that was even the law. Apparently, if it's accurate, Scholastic, when like dealing with the distribution, I guess in America, or whatever, told like dealing with J.K. Rowling, were like, kids are gonna think that's boring and think of
Yeah.
like philosophers and shit, and you're going with the magic and fucking sorcery, so just call it the Sorcerer's Stone.
Makes
like
sense.
allegedly, they recommended
Also,
it,
alliteration.
and she was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll
Fair
do
play
that."
to her for going along with that.
Yeah, and
She
that's the
seems
only.
like she's mega picky.
I think that's the
about
only one she changed, right? I think every other book is the
They're
same
the
name.
Yeah.
So people get really up in arms about that one.
Well, the Half-Blood Prince in England is the Hero Blood Prince. So,
It's actually the Hero Blood Turtle.
Yeah.
Is the full name of it. You good? You
Wha-
tapping your glass. You got
Oh,
to glass tapping.
So
So what was we had a slight conversation. I feel like we should bring this up, right? This morning. About Dan,
oh,
right? So Dan came in town what?
Sam
Sunday?
Godwin.
no.
He like lives here, doesn't he?
No.
This is, see? It's
It's
already
already
starting.
starting.
Yeah.
This is actually exactly what we were talking about this morning.
Yeah.
What was that?
So Gavin, he just doesn't bring Dan around
He
anymore.
doesn't want us
Like
to
ever.
be friends with Dan.
He doesn't like Dan. Even when he came into town, would be like Dan would be about The Office. Dan would be in a video.
What are you on about?
I
I
think
think $1 million buck.
I
We
think
did an episode.
Dan. Well, I mean, didn't bring it to achievement.
I didn't see it.
yeah, I mean,
it's just
I
like-
didn't even. I was
And
on
I-
Illinois.
and you know
and I
what?
didn't see it.
Rainbow didn't do a Rainbow Six with
You
him?
know when I
or-
pinpointed this too, where it started to go downhill? When we made, well, I didn't help at all, but Dan the Man in Minecraft. I think that was
Oh.
it. I think that was the pinnacle of Gavin was like, all right, it's too much now.
Gavin doesn't
And he
like
just
there being
slowly
more than one
removed
Brit
Dan.
in related to Rooster Teeth.
There's
I'm-
already more than one Brit at Rooster Teeth.
And you don't like it.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if those people still work here in 6 months, to be honest with you.
I was just like, Gavin's giving me the podcast today, and you're like, oh, is Dan gonna be on? I'm like, that's the first thing I asked, but Dan's actually leaving town.
Well,
That's
Dan
why.
always leaves on a Friday, and it's always on a Friday. So
He,
it's like,
he
unless
booked
you
them
can
out
record one.
14 hours before his flight just to keep him from being on it.
Yeah, exactly. Dan always leaves on a Friday. He's
not
leaving
flying
tonight
out
at
till 11
midnight, but
But he's not in Austin. Look, if you want to pre-record the next one, Dan will be in it. He's all up for
I'm
it.
just
They
saying, it's
pre-recorded
like
like
the
4 in a row.
third time I asked,
Yeah.
if Dan wanted to be in it, and he's like, no, Dan's busy, he's booked.
Gavin, we couldn't pre-record again. We needed this to
We
happen.
had to get this done, okay?
I
This can only
fucking.
be live.
This is why this, and it also
know
didn't
why?
happen last week because I wasn't here. I was like, I need to be there.
You
And
know
I'm-
why? It's because if we pre-recorded this, we wouldn't show it.
We really wouldn't. If we pre-recorded it, there'd be like a piece of paper just sitting here the entire
Yeah.
time.
I know Marcus won't let it go because he loves.
No,
he's
not
like
in
a
any way.
perfectionist. Perfection.
It's honestly why it's so
Well,
laughable.
I really like this. the way
There's
it is.
perfection and then there's that.
It's really so. It's like that's why I find it so funny because he like. No one is more upset than Marcus by
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
You think he's in the-
He
Marcus
left.
is, like,
He went
super-
back and he's like, stupid, stupid, stupid,
Yeah.
stupid.
He's at the hospital right now because he broke his fist punching a wall on
Right,
stage 2.
right. This
Yeah.
is such Achievement Hunter. One, I'm with you. I wouldn't even give a fuck if it stayed like this. The guy
Yeah.
made the table. Like he didn't even buy it. He made this table.
Yeah.
He made the whole set. He made everything.
I
And
feel
then,
bad.
and then he did that. Who do you think is pissed off about it? I think it's awesome.
Look at that shot of that.
it looks like something melted
It looks like
on
someone
the table.
tipped out an ashtray.
We waited like a month for that.
I do really
That's
like
like-
working with Marcus though. You've worked with him on this set, and I worked with him recently on Slow. It's like he just produces gold from nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except- this is a bad example.
Sponsor exclusive. They got to see it live.
Yeah.
Get fucking destroyed.
It looks like one of the HR Gear aliens went by and it just dripped a little bit of poison out.
What's great too is I right when we got here today to record, broadcast was asking me, they're like, hey, we still, are we on schedule to burn the table today? And I'm like, yeah, that was, I talked to Marcus yesterday, let me just touch base with him again. So I messaged him and I asked, hey, we're still set to brand the table today. And he replies, he's like, yeah, I was testing it yesterday, but it's a little tricky, so I think it'd be better if I did it. Is that okay? And I reply back, I'm like, yeah, you were always gonna do it. I don't know why You think I was gonna do it? I'm not doing it. And then, well, thank God Marcus did it. Like,
I like-
what would it look like if I did it?
I like the first
I
time
would have
you
burned
said
the
it.
building down.
when you when you were talking saying that story and saying that they were asking you if you're still on track, you didn't say, "Are we gonna brand the table today?" You said, "Are we gonna burn the table today?" And it's literally
Well,
what has happened.
you know, I mean, a brand is a burn, but we did get some extra over here.
Yeah,
I was
over
just
here.
watching it and I
This
was
all
like,
melted.
dude,
If I
the
was a
second
cow-
when he pulled the first one off, I was like, oh, it's fucked. And then
Yeah.
he's like, wait, hang on, let me try it again. Wait, let me try it again. And then the table caught on fire above it. Woo!
Love it.
So
Looks
if he
great.
does cut it out, we should auction off that.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the extra
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
I mean, we auctioned off the broken chair once. I think.
Yeah, we did.
So, you know, that's even better.
This is awesome. This is a symbol of achievement hunter right here.
Literally.
Yeah.
This is like
Hard to understand.
this is
and
like our
just
Iron
a
Man
mistake.
symbol. Like this goes on the core. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is that? Don't worry about it.
Did you film any more VR the Champions recently?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
I think the last one we filmed was the one where you punched Ryan.
Oh yeah, were you
Valiant.
there for that, Valiant?
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
came out. Yeah, when I punched him.
That
in the
one came
back.
out.
Michael
I
hit
was
Ryan
filming-
hard.
was
I felt
filming,
bad, man.
I could just hear laughter behind me, and Gus was cracking up. Like, I flipped the camera on Gus, he's rolling around. Loved it. But yeah, it's dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
Two-player. Imagine if we could ever get 6 people in a VR world. We'd have
So-
to be like padded rooms.
Supposedly
Yeah.
there's a mini golf that you can fuck with each other in. I think maybe Funhouse did a video on it. And Ryan said it's multiplayer and you can see each other in the world.
Oh really? Because
And
we
up to
fucked
4
with we
player.
fucked with a few mini golfs, but you couldn't see each other.
Yeah,
in any of the
supposedly
ones
there's
that we looked
one
at.
where you
surely
can
you
fuck
can
with
only
each
see
other
the
and you
face
can
and
all
hands.
see each other in the world. Like
Yeah,
different
well that's good
characters.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can know that
I mean,
they're
we were
there.
kind of doing that with the job simulator where I was like filming
Yeah.
Ryan with the virtual camera.
Although, if I don't know what we're planning on filming after this, if we have
Well,
enough
you're going
time,
to the
we could film another VR, the Champions, before I go.
It might be. It's always like nice to have a new show that you're excited about, but it's definitely my favorite thing at the moment. It's VR the Champions.
Yeah, I'm
Audiences
glad.
seem to
glad
enjoy
it's
it
your
too.
favorite thing.
Why?
Doing well.
No, I'm just glad. It's great. It's great news.
is
I'm
a-
glad. I'm really happy for
Should I
you.
not have said that?
There's
No.
nothing believable about
No,
what Michael's
you know what I
saying.
mean? Like he's like he likes the
He's
show.
glad.
He's glad. He's happy about
Well,
it. You
he's
know.
glad he's glad.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah. I'm glad. You know, he'll decide to come to work every 2 weeks and he wants
Did
to
this
film
come
VR
out
the
already?
Champions.
Yeah, it came out
Yeah.
today, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
this came out today.
We remember when we did that?
yeah.
But the best part,
Dude,
like,
I got shit in that bin so many times.
You did.
Because I just came back from playing cornhole, and Jeremy's like, "What's that?" Or no, it was
no,
Ryan.
I know a cornhole.
Ryan
Ryan's
didn't know what
never
it
been
was.
to a bar. And
But he's
left
from
the house.
Georgia. Come
that where they
on.
invented the
He doesn't
hole?
know
I don't think they
cornhole
invented
is.
it, but it seems like a cornholy place. No.
I had never heard of cornhole in Alabama.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I never heard of it in New Jersey.
It's
I mean, I
huge
never-
in
I
the it's
never
huge in
heard
the
of it
Pacific
Who,
Northwest.
where did
Oh.
you hear about it? Where's it
Yeah.
from?
Who invented cornhole?
I got here and it was like, gotta play with the hole, man.
Big in Denver. Big in yeah.
Is
It's
it?
a West Coast thing. Yeah.
You know, it's
But
like
it's not L.A. That's too far west.
it
It's,
impresses.
it's huge
They're
in
too
Oregon.
cool to play
huge in
fucking-
Oregon. Huge in Washington.
Dude, Adam Kovic wouldn't be caught dead playing cornhole.
No
You know,
way.
Playing with
it
somebody's
gets-
hole, maybe, but
It
not
gets
cornhole.
women though. Like I watched Vin impress a woman with cornhole. One of the original lads.
Oh really?
He like got puss with cornhole. I mean, he already had the puss, but she was like way more into him after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he could throw a beanbag in the hole.
Well, did he
You
do the
put it
thing where he
every
throws it and then looks away? And then it goes
Nah,
in?
he's.
You don't,
No,
you don't
he
want to be
doesn't have
cocky about
cool
it.
guys
You
don't
wanna
look
be
at
confident.
cornhole.
It's true.
All right, well-
Can't argue with that.
Is that?
You got someone to be?
No, I just like.
Hey, let's
I
play
mean,
VR the
you do.
Champions.
I thought it'd be
Do we
funny
have a
to
game?
end on a cornhole line
Yeah.
from Jeff.
Do we have a plapes?
Yeah, we do. Well, it's
Oh,
not.
you guys
It's
should
not
def-
Plapes because it's VR the Champions. You
Nah,
gotta.
maybe,
You gotta.
If
You
we
gotta.
don't have one of those, we could
You
play.
guys should definitely plapes.
Shut the fuck up.
What? We need plates.
Shut up. Don't worry about it.
I feel like
Jeremy's fighting back. He went, no.
I feel like Jeremy's just getting fired up now. Now he's just like, yeah, I'm in. You know?
I feel like I gave some good Play Pals options recently.
To me?
No, not to you. I wanted somebody to see.
Somebody that was here probably.
Probably to Lindsay. What was it? There was a really good 2-player one recently.
Yeah, we should go probably do it then.
I'm up for it.
All right.
I've also
well,
had like
you've had almost half a drink probably.
He's
well, this is my
blasted.
third, so that's the equivalent of like 1.5 pints probably.
Look at you.
Right. That's probably accurate. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
What's with the flat ending?
What? What do you want?
How do you want it to end?
You want
Gavin,
fucking,
take it away.
Yeah,
Gavin?
you want fireworks?
Cut
What do
to
you
that
want?
camera.
That boom! It's you're on camera. You're
No,
not
look
looking
at
at
the
the camera.
camera.
There it is. It's looking right at you.
See you later.
there's the director's son.
Well, that's the.
Hello.
Hey, it's Kayla.
Hey.
Just got settled in here.
How is it?
It's boring.
So,
You should
I like to
come.
think that when I talk to you on the phone, Jeff, that's exactly how you're like.
I like to. I like to click my feet together.
Yeah, like, hey.
I'm a girl.
There we go.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
It's nice out today, isn't
I'm
it?
just thinking of ponies.
We just got settled
and happy
in. I think I'm gonna go
things.
find my sister
Hey,
though.
I found my long lost aunt. She has this house.
Is she super creepy like everyone else in this town that you went to vacation
Oh
for?
yeah. You want to go over there and squirt some?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
Yay.